You are looking live here at Panther Stadium in Heber Springs, Arkansas for tonight's first round of the playoffs. It will be the Heber Springs Panthers against our Prairie Grove Tigers. I'm Lynn Gregson, and with me a little bit farther away than normal, or maybe closer, but you may not hear as well tonight. We're having some audio issues, and we hope to have those resolved hopefully within a half an hour or so. But in the meantime, we will proceed as we have it so that we can bring you the action tonight. We'll start off first. Both teams, these are two teams that I think are fairly evenly matched from the standpoint of strength of record, of the personnel. I don't know that as far as style of play, they're quite a bit different.
Yeah, I think so. You know, we're more of a running team, whereas Heber's going to be more of a passing team. And we've noticed this year that a lot of the games they struggled in was against running teams. And so, you know, they've played several teams that run their wing T, which is an oddity. Most of the time, we're the only team that runs a wing T against everybody else. And so it's harder to prepare for us, whereas this team's seen it 4 times. So that may be a disadvantage for us, but we have seen how they play against some pretty traditional wing T, so that's an advantage to see how they're going to match up with it.
As far as the two teams and their schedule, they both started off 0-3 on the season, Ryan, and I would say I think their losses were to, and we're getting that on the screen just here in a moment. Yeah, their losses. They started off with a loss at Pottsville, 21-7, and then a very good Clinton team. That Clinton team, they beat them 38-14. Clinton only lost to Dardanelle by 2 points, and then they lost to Lamar. And I believe Pottsville is 6-4, Lamar 4-6, and then Clinton is 9-1, with their only loss being to Dardanelle. Now, for the Prairie Grove Tigers, on the flip side, we had 2 losses to 2 Oklahoma schools who are both 9-1.
So they're really good.
And then we also have a loss to Farmington, who is 8-2. So our opening 3 opponents, we both are 0-3, but our opening 3 are pretty strong. Ryan, as you look down the rest of their schedule, of course, they beat Central Arkansas. I think the biggest surprise on their schedule was that win over Mills.
Yeah, I mean, Mills is the number 1 team in that conference. Everybody kind of expected them to be the number 1 seed. And for them to win, it was 17-14. Sounds like it maybe had some injuries or maybe had some sloppy play. You know, most of the time Mills scores a lot more points than that. So maybe Heber's defense just played out of this world. And, you know, even Gravitt played Elkins pretty close, and we didn't think that would happen. But turnovers, quarterback issues, you know, and then one team getting up for a certain game. So maybe that's the case in that one. Either way, you know, they did come out with a win, and that's impressive.
And it looks like
the setup for this.
Yeah, the lights are out, and we may be a little softer tonight into the mic. We're actually sharing the box tonight with the coaches, and we want to make sure that we don't disturb them and what they're trying to accomplish and getting our team a victory tonight. They've got some kind of light show here.
Well, the fact that they, like, around the captains just had the light going for just the coin toss was really cool, but now it all goes dark red. They got a really big board. I think we need a board like that on our indoor facility. We kind of cover, you know, some of the all gray. I'm throwing that out there for whoever wants to donate that board that big. And let's let our communications department start putting stuff together to really show and do stuff like this, and maybe even some lights like this one day. That'd be pretty cool.
I'll tell you, it's nice, it's cool. I just like to win football games. I don't care.
Well, I like grass too, and we don't have that anymore. So,
well, this is the Panthers, they're coming onto the field, and I think our guys are waiting till the lights come on so they don't trip or something, Ryan. But here come the Panthers, and I'm gonna move down just a hair if I can. I want to stay away from Coach here. Here come the Tigers onto the field.
We got the playoff bells this week.
Yeah, sounds like I thought we were in Starkville for a minute. Like I said, we just a reminder, if you're just now joining us, we do have a technical difficulty with our sound right now, so we're a little closer to our coaches than we normally would be, and we're going to do our best not to not to let them come over the mic, and then also for us not to disturb them trying to coach a football game.
You got me now.
Cameron, if you want to put the graphic back up of the of our side of the bracket just for right now, as you look at the bracket here, Ryan, on our side you have Gosnell that will take on the Gosnell will take
has the bye.
Yeah, they have the bye in the first round. They'll take on the winner of Warren and Gentry. Nashville Pocahontas will face that winner. All right, we're going to go right to the action here. And getting ready to kick is Ian Carrillo, back deep for.
You got me now? There's something wrong with my headset. There's a disconnection.
Back deep for the Panthers. Looks like number 16 is Connor Underwood. Can't quite get that other number over there, Ryan, if you can see that.
16 and
24 or 4. Here comes the kick from Carrillo, and we are underway here at Heber Springs, and he touched it, and they're going.
that was Ryder Claw up there that almost got the big hit, but the guy went out of bounds, and so they're going to call it dead. That's a great first kick, though.
The interesting thing about it is it looked like it was going to go out of bounds, and it just stopped.
It did, and when it hit the ground, it bounced back towards him, so it made the contact, so he had to do something with it, but he stepped out of bounds. But that'll be great field position for us. They moved it all the way back to the 14-yard line.
So at the 14, that is where Prairie Grove will start. Or, I'm sorry, that's where the Panthers will start. So,
Uh-oh, there's a little kitty cat making noise out there. I heard it.
So 1st and 10 for the Panthers inside their own 15-yard line. And there's 4. Number 4, that is Aiden Esom.
It's going to be Sugg on the tackle that time. Good job. It's just a little jet sweep kind of deal, and we played it really well. Sugg from that backside just filled the whole way and able to make the tackle.
2nd down and about 3 for the Panthers. And he's scrambling, and we're going to get him. That's Laycock.
Laycock's got him. He was right there. He pressed upfield. Quarterback tried to come inside, and he just closed the pocket so good right there. We had another defender there you can watch closing the pocket, but Laycock's the one that makes the tackle or the sack.
It'll be 3rd down, no gain on the play, maybe even a loss of about a half a yard. So it'll be 3rd down, still about a long 3, we'll call it.
They don't split as many guys out this time. They're going to kind of bunch everybody up a little bit tighter.
Tubbs, quarterback, gives, again, kind of that.
Got him. Big guy in the middle. Is that Reed? Is Reed back? That's Reed, number 75. He's been out, 6 weeks now with that foot.
He does get in, but not till he gets to the 25, so it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Panthers. Again, just if you're wondering a little bit of the softer spoken tonight, and we're having some technical difficulties with our mics, our headset, so we are not with a headset tonight. We hope to have it resolved, hopefully by end of the first quarter, and we're close to the coaches, so we want to keep it down a little bit.
Oh, so close right there. Moss, and great job in that coverage. They put quads to this near side, and, they kind of just run everybody all over the place, and you got to make decisions. Who are you going to guard? Who are you going to leave open? And with Moss being that safety, he was able to sit there, kind of see everything unfold in front of him, and then, he saw where the quarterback was going, read the eyes, and really he's a second faster. He could pick that off. Instead, he just made sure he was going to make the tackle. Incomplete pass.
And Josiah Riggs was the intended receiver. Actually, he had his hands on the ball there, and he dropped it. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Their quarterback, Tubbs.
He may be walking off under he looks like he's hurt.
He's got
12.
Yeah. They got a timeout on the field. Let's take this timeout with them. We'll be back after this.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
Okay, they got back to the action pretty quick after the injury. They brought in number 10, Lane Bradley, as the quarterback. It was a give. Sugg tackled him after about a 4-yard gain. It would be third down. Let's call it a 5-yard gain, 3rd and 5.
They're running a lot of this where they're just spreading guys. We got empty backfield, 5 wide receivers.
Bradley throws.
Got close.
It was high. Okay, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
There's a flag.
That might be a late hit. It's legal man downfield. So that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Sorry to say, we declined that one, right?
Yeah, you would want.
And then go to 4th down and 5. They're going to punt.
So 4th down and 5 for the Panthers. So Prairie Grove, the kicking game woes that we've had a lot of the season. Tonight we got a good break in the opening kickoff where we pinned them deep after a little bit of a bobbled kickoff by them, and now the Panthers are punt
team. They're going to run their punt team on now. I wonder if there we go. We got a guy going back now. We'll play safe underneath and put a guy back deep. Karan's going to go back deep.
So 4th down, 5 to go. Blake Coran is back deep.
Yeah, we got him all covered.
Punt on the way from the Panthers. That's gonna be a good return here. Just don't block in the back. They're gonna call it was a late flag, but we're gonna get a flag.
That's one of those where, if you're behind the guy or you're even close to the area, just err on the side of caution and don't even get close.
Well,
15 yards is big.
Well, it was a little bit late, the flag. And like I said, we are really close to the coaches here, so I'm trying to keep my voice down as much as possible. So if you're used to the overly exuberant Lynn Gregson, you're not getting him right now. We're trying our best to bring you the action, respect the coaches.
What if we score?
There'll still be a give him 6. It just might not be quite as loud.
Well, we got an opportunity here. So we've held them. We did our job. Defense did their job, and that's what you want to see because, we struggle against the pass, and this team's a passing team. They do a really good job of kind of being a surgeon, and we did our job. But we're going to go straight to the run right here.
On 1st down, it's going to be a give. Blake slipped. Nothing big there. There was Caleb Carr, but it was really just Blake slipping.
Turf monster got him.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 12 for the Tigers. So 2nd down and 12 for Prairie Grove, and in the background we're working on headsets and hopefully have that ready here in just a moment and can be a little more free with some of our comments as we're so close to the coaches right now. 2nd down, Elijah Sugg is going to be stood up, and there is several Panthers there to make the tackle, led by number 80, Jeremiah Sanders. Okay, we're back with you with normal sound, but here is Moss back to pass. He's scrambling. He's going to get sacked back inside the 15 and brought down by big number 72.
Let's look at that one again. If we have it. It looked like we did a play action pass on 3rd and long, and it wasn't advantageous to us. I don't think anybody kind of went for the play action there.
No, it's going to be 4th down for Prairie Grove. 4th and about 20 to go for the Tigers.
Karan is your punter.
Back. They have 14. Riggs about midway, and that punt is going to go off, and it's going to take a Panther bounce and go right out of bounds at about the Prairie Grove 35. So the 2 lost plays there. And it's going to be first down. It costs us some field position there. It's going to be first down and 10 for the Panthers at the Prairie Grove 36-yard line.
Well, both defenses did their job. They held the field. They did what they forced a punt. The difference was their punt was quite a bit longer. Our punt didn't go the same. It kind of came off his foot, spun sideways, and then went straight out of bounds. So we barely even punted for a first down there. But it was first and 20, or fourth and 20. So this puts them in a good field position, though. So this is where you hope our defense stands up once again.
Sorry, they are playing with a freshman quarterback right now as their starting quarterback is out. He's in trouble, and he's going to throw it away. Really smart play there by the freshman.
It was. And there's a flag on the play. I assume a hold because as he broke out of the pocket, it kind of goes to that area of the line. So
I'm looking over across the way to try to see if we can find where 12 may be. And again, if you are joining us and we've had it's been a little different than our normal broadcast. We're in unique quarters tonight. We're in the same booth as the coaches. We are now farther away because we've been able to rework our mics, and so but we will be a little softer tonight, Mr. Cook, right?
I'll try. The coaches
it's really hard for me. It's hard for me too, Ryan. First down and 20 to go for the Panthers as the freshman Bradley. He is going to look to pass. He's in trouble again, and Sugg just took a bad angle there, and Bradley's going to run out of bounds at about the 41.
Good job by the freshman, though. I mean, that's a positive yard play when we had good coverage. We had good pressure in the backfield with Sugg just one-on-one right there with him, and he's able to escape it and then go and get out of bounds. He picked up 5, didn't make a mistake, didn't try to force it downfield. So great job by the freshman in reality. And he's thin. I mean, you can see him. He's pretty thin. So.
And now the give to number 23. They're stringing it out. Prairie Grove's going to do a good job. And 23 on the carrier was Luke Turney.
Good job that time to tackle several Tigers. I see Moss. I see Pierce. But he's only going to gain, about 3-4 yards, maybe 5 yards right there. So, brings up a 3rd and long. And that defense so far doing their job.
So 3rd down, let's call it 12 for the Panthers. Now, we are aided by a penalty on this one, but
we take penalties. I'm sure we'll return one here pretty soon.
6:37 to go here, first quarter. Back to pass is Bradley. Bradley looking, he hangs it up.
He's out of bounds.
They're going to give him. They're going to give him the catch.
I thought for sure he was out of bounds. Let's look at that again. I don't know if we can see it. It's pretty far in that corner. Man, I thought we kind of aided him. I thought Lucius kind of pushed him out of bounds a little bit with his back. You see here, Lucius turns, does a good job.
He's in bounds. Yeah, he was. It's just far away from us, but I think he had a little room to spare, Cook.
Man, from this angle, it definitely looked like he had went ahead and pushed all the way out.
First and goal from the 8. Fumble. I think he's going to get it. Wait, they're still scrambling. I think Prairie Grove may have it. And the Tigers are going to get – wow, what a break there, Mr. Cook. So Prairie Grove gets the fumble. I didn't see who actually came up with the ball, but a big break for the Tigers.
Watch it again right here. You see quarterback takes the snap and goes to hand it off, and it's just not clean. And there's a couple guys there. I see is that 68, Ignite? And immediately we're saying we got it. So,
well, it's a great break for Prairie Grove. The Panthers knocking on the door at the 8-yard line, 1st and goal. And now Prairie Grove will take over 1st and 10 with the ball at their own about 7-yard line. There is the give to Blake Horan. Blake's got room. Blake's breaking out to the 20. He's going to go out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. 1st down and 10. He's shoved out of bounds by number 7. That is Dice Young.
I saw a couple people ask for the flag right there, but I'm fine without the flag. Pierce is just going to have to run through that a little bit longer just to make sure, it's not one of those kind of awkward moments. But great job by the line right there. I mean, he didn't get touched for a while. Number 14, Keaton Stuckey will run the play in.
First down and 10 for Prairie Grove. Ball right at their own 30. So we just got a turnover, and now we're going to shift, put Laycock and Stearman.
Sophomore
they moved
right
over.
there. Sophomore jumped offside. We got a senior went ahead and told him, don't do that. That's Gomez. And, he's been a sophomore that's been playing. He's not really even a sophomore anymore. He's been playing so much. But big game, it's tough. It's tough. But you don't want to get behind the sticks. Look, it's just a 5-yarder.
First down and 10 for Prairie Grove. First and 15. Ball at their own 25. Again, we're going to shift Laycock and Stearman. And it's going to be a give to Suggs. Suggs got room, and there goes Elijah.
Good job right there, not only by Suggs, but if you notice, Gomez, after getting the penalty, he's down leading the way and pushing the guy back. If we watch that replay, Gomez is leading, almost like a leading blocker there on a play where I think he's crashing down on inside linebacker, if I remember right. That's our trap play, and it's different because they rotate over a little bit. But look, Gomez all the way down. Look at that, pushing 5 yards down the field. That's great to see.
Be second down and about 6 to go. There's a give to Blake Coran, and Blake again with room. He's going to be knocked out of bounds.
That's going to draw a flag.
Wow, they're not going to get it. Boy, that's dangerous. I think number 90, he fell on him, but it was momentum, Ryan. I know that.
I thought it drew a flag. The last one I didn't think should draw a flag. I saw several people do it. That one went a little bit longer, but I like the fact that you can get engaged right there toward the sign because Blake could turn it right up. I mean,
see, like 90 just fell. He didn't. I don't think he was trying to land on the guy. He just tripped there on the sideline. So first down and 10 for Prairie Grove. Ball at the 46.
Just taking the base formation here. I mean, I like the dose of Coran and Suggs. I mean,
that is what we've done all year. And there's Blake again. Blake spins. That didn't look like it was going to get much, but it ended up getting about 2 or 3 there. Number 90, the one that just fell on him, gets the tackle there. That is Tanner Chuck Vincent.
Good job by Heber that time, just kind of stringing it along. They all kind of got their assignment, right? So we're trying to block them. That time they string along. Whereas last time we kind of got downfield a little bit on them. This time they kind of held everybody up and let people make a play. And so good job by Heber that time.
We've driven 40 yards. Actually about 41. We're out of 7. Now we're on 48. Second down, and let's call it 8 for the Tigers. And there's a give to Suggs, and Suggs going to push his way to about, let's see if they mark him at the 49. So it'll be a 3rd and 5 for Prairie Grove.
Third and manageable, and we're right here in a spot where you can choose to punt or go for it on 4th down, so it's not a bad place to be here. But that was a good run that time. So we run the two set, and then we run the trap, and Heber did a good job kind of closing it up, getting at his ankles. But we'll pop one. Here we're going to go T formation.
And it's Suggs, and he's going to be a little bit short.
It was close, though. It's close enough to go for it.
They're giving him the first. Wow, we got a break right there, Ryan.
Yeah, we did. I really thought he was down right before it, but I figured we would go for it.
Well, if we were within a yard, I knew we would, but, boy, I thought.
Look at it right here. Here it goes again. We're in that T formation, and we lead with Stearman.
Yeah, they may have given him about a half extra yard. We'll take it.
And really, I think it is about a half. That's about it.
Number 90, Vincent, is down. While he's down, why don't we take a break? We'll regroup a little bit, right, with all the changes that we've had this evening, and we'll be back after this.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
Okay, we're back with you. First down and 10 for Prairie Grove at the Panther 44-yard line.
Here we go on that 2 set once again, but this time we're going to bring the tight end over too, so it's really we have trips on that far side.
And this time we go straight up with Suggs, and Suggs fights hard for about 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Tigers.
That's still a great first down run. You know, not a lot of push that time by the O-line, but Sugg did a great job of getting past where we were and making some positive yards there. We get back in our base formation here. Oh, no, they flipped. Notice we flipped the wingback and the tight end, so a little wrinkle.
And all they did was give it to Coran, and Blake's going to pick up a couple yards. Ryan, I'm going to look here just for a moment on our YouTube. That we want to thank everyone for being a little patient with us as we had to work through some technical difficulties, but we got someone coming in from California, Z Zing. We got a Lincoln Wolf tonight pulling for the Tigers. Kay Absher, of course. Jeremy Wood, I think you know him, as do I. You're watching in Nashville, Tennessee, saying go Tigers. Cleta Goodhart, Kara Hernandez, Country Strong is also on. Okay, here comes the play. It's that's Coran and Blake. Let's see where they mark him. Last time we got the good spot. Do we get it again? Yes, we do.
And that was like a 33 read right there. Great job by the O-line, giving a little crease. And then you got Sugg kind of leading the way. And, he's a force to be reckoned with as a blocker, too. And so a guy that doesn't just only run the ball, but blocks also. And then Coran, tough running up the middle.
Ryan, looking at their players, they got some guys with some height, it looks like, but they're lean. No, they got a couple of big boys. I'm not saying that. I mean, 72 out there. Cade James, pretty big fellow. Now, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. The ball and there's going to be a timeout. Coach Washhausen's going to take it. Ryan, why don't we stay with it for a moment? Because of some things we had on at the beginning, I want to make sure that I thank give a special shout out to our legacy partners, Lewis Automotive Group, Pickett Construction. We appreciate them. Our gold partners, Arvest Bank, First Community Bank, Ozark Electric, and PG Telco. PG Telco sponsoring all touchdowns and donating $50. Also, want to make sure tonight, Ryan, that we chat about an event that's upcoming here very soon, next Thursday evening from 4 o'clock to 6. The public is welcome to attend the event of open house to view the new Prairie Grove Athletic Activity Center. Again, that is coming up this coming Thursday, November 20th from 4 to 6. 1st down and 10 for the Tigers. Ball inside the 35 now. Now we shift again. This time we're going to put Sugg out in the slot.
A little new. I like that.
But it's going to be a straight give to Blake Coran, and Blake's going to get him a couple, 2 or 3 yards.
Just a little dive play, but what you can do out of that later is you can go back and look, and they've already looked. I forgot to look to see how they guarded Sugg. If not, you can get a little quick pass out to him, and maybe he's got some option out there, or you run a little option, one of those RPOs. Let's look right here and see how they guarded Sugg. They got a guy on him, but he's about 5 yards off. Yeah, see, he had an option. He definitely that we could see that later in the game.
Here it comes. Speaking of an option, wow, it was good with that right there. It looks like Moss may have hurt his hand a little bit. We are lucky not to cough that one up. Boy, that was a nice. Who hit them on that? If we can see the replay on the defensive side there, nice job.
He hit that mesh point.
Yes,
so well.
So Moss is going to come off.
Moss is probably trying to pull it faster so that he has a chance.
Wait,
but
that crash. Boy, who was that? That was number 7. Wow, nice job by him.
Moss is going to come out. Aiden Lucius is going to step into the game at quarterback. He's a sophomore and, a guy that missed a lot of the season with a concussion, but he's back.
We're going to get a hold there. I believe it's going to be on 54 there.
He's just trying to turn him to the inside, but Aiden Lucius is one of 6 this year for 28 yards. He's also, was one of our kickoff returners. He's also a starter on defense for cornerback. So he's definitely someone who's been in and around the game.
He's felt the playing field. Now the question is, looks like they're going to take this and they'll back us up, or let's see what they're going to do here.
I'm going to say Moss's injury may have more to do with a quick hit that's going to just hurt for a little bit. Once you get your composure back, he'll be fine.
Both teams. I'm sorry, Ryan. Both teams have had. They had their starting quarterback, Tubbs, who's a junior. He went out. They had to replace him with a freshman. Our senior goes out. We replace him with a sophomore.
Now, I think the difference there too is it looked like their quarterback maybe his shoulder went out. And I don't think we have that.
This was against them.
Wow. Oh, you know what they're doing? I've been watching them. They're cutting our guards. And so you can kind of do that sometimes, get away with it. But out in the open field, if you just go at a guard's legs, you're going to get called for it every once in a while. That's a personal foul. That's a first down and 15 yards.
Let me give an apology to Beasler.
Belser.
Yeah, let me give an apology to him because I called him out and he did not have a penalty. It looks like Moss is back in, and you were correct. And Washhausen's going to take another timeout. This time, let's take that timeout with him. We'll be back after this. Oh, that's the end of the quarter.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new quick lane service department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself. Exit 65 right here in Fayetteville.
I said whenever we went to break that there was another timeout. Actually, it was the expiration of the first quarter. And so, Ryan, we've also had a couple other people pop in. Dawn P. watching from Bentonville. She's always back in the Tigers, and also Cat Alvarez. He's giving a shout out to the Tigers, and then Monica Blankenship. Let's go Prairie Grove Tigers. Elijah Suggs, Paul. David and Monica are cheering y'all from Greenville, Texas. Well, glad that you're able to join us. And I tell you this. Sometimes you're describing, 27 read and all this stuff, and I'm like, there's a lot of grandmas and grandpas like, I'm not sure what a 27 read is, but my grandson just got about 15 yards. So
it's awesome for the opportunity for people to be able to watch, especially on away games like this where you can't travel as easily or you live out of state. It's awesome to have. I know that my nephew's playing tonight down south, and they don't have any streaming capabilities, so like his parents can't watch. His grandparents can't watch. Like, if you're not at that game, you're not seeing it.
Well, first down and 10 for Prairie Grove. Ball at the 15. And it's going to be a give to Sugg. Sugg breaks, and he carries the...
Man, that second effort, if we look at the replay again, we did a pretty good job, or Heber did a pretty good job that time holding it up.
Bullington was the guy that was hanging on to dear life. Sugg almost broke away from him.
You see it right here. And look, there's two guys on him. He just keeps fighting, and the guy gets him by the ankles.
Hodges 5 Dirt and Construction also shouting out. Pinkley's trying to call plays from Prairie Grove right now. There's the give to Blake Coran. Blake's going to get inside or right about the 5-yard line. It'll be first and goal for Prairie Grove at the 5.
Run sweep to a side that we normally don't run sweep to. We kind of overed the whole formation, just flipped our base formation over and tried to run sweep this way. A lot of teams don't expect us to because it's not our norm. It did well and picked up about, 4 or 5 yards there and makes it first and goal at the 5.
So first and goal for Prairie Grove. 11:05 to go here in the first half.
We're going to go really heavy this side, but we got our fullback on the other side.
Oh, Blake Coran's got some room. He cuts it in. Give him 6. There we go. Hey!
Nice. And so, see, they kind of heavied over on this near side, but they took Sugg and pushed him out there and let him kind of be a lead blocker, kind of like our wingback normally is right there. And still ran our sweep, got our guards out, and we're able to get 6. Coran, good job.
Well, the Prairie Grove Tigers just drove 93 yards for that touchdown. That came after a turnover by Heber Springs. They were inside the Prairie Grove, or right at the 8. Prairie Grove gets the turnover.
Pierce is in at fullback, and then our fullback just went to tight end.
And Coran, he's going to get in. So Blake gets the 2-point conversion.
Let's watch that again. That was a unique deal there where it was different because we put in our backup fullback for our fullback.
Well,
that was cool.
Well, he gets the 2-point conversion, and with 10:57 to go here in the first half, it's Prairie Grove 8 and Heber Springs Panthers 0. We'll be back after this. Another touchdown sponsored by PG Telco. Back after this.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Okay, we're back with you, and an update on the winner of this game's opponent. Nashville and Pocahontas playing down in Nashville. Pocahontas, the 5th seed, leading 14-6.
It can happen for a little while. And, two, you have different conferences meeting up. You don't know the strength of a conference until you kind of do this right here.
And there it is fielded there by Esom. And Esom breaks out to the 30. He's going to be brought down by Race Orr and Aiden East, I believe.
I think so. I think the first guy to touch him was Tate Bailey, but those other two guys are the ones that finished it off. On that last touchdown right there, Blake Curran broke the tie with Elijah Sugg for touchdowns on the season. He's got one more now. So he's a team leader with 17. And then he also has the team lead for 2-point conversions. And now with 8. That shows you how balanced our attack is. You know, both guys over 1,000 yards, Sugg at 1,500. They both have the same amount of touchdowns. And there's other guys on the team that do a lot too that, you know, it's crazy how balanced we are. Reverse.
They do a reverse. They get a pretty good little scene there. It's going to be a first down. Tackle made by Corbin Stearman and also East.
Moss is there, you know, on the first initial hit, but the other guy's kind of getting down. Moss did a good job of staying home that time, watching the play, reading the play, and, you know, that Heber did a great job blocking up front. They really did.
Well, nice run there on the reverse, and I thought they got a first. They get 9 yards, so it'll be 2nd down and 1. This is kind of a free play for them. Being a passing team, you may see them go to the air here.
Oh, I'd take a shot on one of these.
And they do the quick passes, a slant, complete. Boy, that freshman's got a pretty good arm.
He does. Moss and East on the tackle right there. But, man, open field, those slants, if you got a guy that can catch and a guy that can throw, those are lethal.
Man, I tell you what, that is impressive right there. I mean, you've got a freshman coming into a playoff game when their starter gets hurt, and looks very confident. I mean, he does look, you know, a little smaller, but
a little thin. But the execution right there was amazing.
Fantastic. They moved a little bit, but no call.
Corbin Stearman on the tackle that time.
Laycock also helping him out a little bit. It'll be 2nd down.
That was just to give up the middle to number 4. He's their kickoff returner. And one of their main stables back there in the backfield. He goes out for some passes sometimes, but he's running back out of the backfield quite often.
Kinsey D talking out for Prairie Grove, Jason Peterson and Lincoln Wolf, but he's wanting the Tigers to pull it out tonight as well. So 2nd down and 7. We like it when our friends to the west of us pull for us, and there's a nice run again, but good job by the Tigers. But that was
Marcus Fisher, Jackson Pierce, and Corbin Stearman on the tackle.
I'm just going to shout out a few of these folks here, Ryan. I really appreciate them. Lisa Golden, Eli Long is her nephew. He is a freshman Panther. Well,
hey, we got some Panthers.
That's right. And thank you, Lisa, for watching. We'll do our best. You know, we're the Tigers, so we'll have a little bit of a homer deal, but we are seeing some great play from the Panthers so far. There is the pass.
It's dropped.
He dropped it, so it's going to be incomplete. That was
I like that little pump by the freshman quarterback because it kind of drew the defense, and he just the second throw, you know, or the actual throw, just a little bit off.
Seth Dudek on the intended receiver. I got to tell you, the reason I gave you that look, I was in the NBA program with a gentleman by the name of Pat Dudek. He was from Heber Springs.
You may know this guy.
But he did pass a few years ago. But okay. So it may be related, though. That's not a popular, a very popular name.
No, it's not Smith.
It's a throwback. Can Stearman get there? No, he's not going to get there. It's going to be close, depending on the spot. I think they're going to give him the first down. Good,
I think so too.
good play call there by the Panthers.
It was a great play call. You know, they're trying to be aggressive. They're trying to win the game. They kind of roll to that right just a little bit and let some of the pressure get to them. And that guy slips out of the backfield.
Jacob Smith, he's watching from Houston, Texas. Kay Asher's showing us some appreciation, Ryan, for letting us be able to get it to them at home. Annette watching from Kansas, saying go Tigers. Back to pass again, the freshman. I keep calling him the freshman. And there's Dudek on the reception. Ball, and I think Prairie Grove's got it again. That's going to be Blake Coran.
Wow. And the freshman had a really weird arm angle that time, the way it came out. You watch the pass. You know, a lot of guys are starting to throw like this off angle and off schedule. And look at his delivery right there. It's like a fastball, though. And just look at Coran right there. He stays with it.
He just pulled it away.
And he pulled it away. So Coran not only almost made the tackle, caused the fumble, and falls on it. And so it's Tiger ball. And we kept Heber Springs from scoring once again.
First down and 10 for Prairie Grove. And here's the quick pitch to Blake Coran. And Blake gets the first down. Unless they're going to say he stepped out maybe.
Great block right there on
where are they spotting him? I think they're going to – there's a flag. They're going to call a hold. And that's a spot foul there, Ryan. Is that correct?
Probably. Let's look at it again. Oh, I saw a tiny little twist of a hold, but we didn't really quite need it, so we had made some yards. It wasn't for lack of effort. The guy was just getting up there in front, and he kind of just turned the guy around rather than just initiating the block.
Give some more shout-outs here as you watch the replay. Cleta Goodhart, she's cheering on the Tigers. Nancy Whitehouse, Kira Hernandez as well. Brody from Lincoln, and he's going for the Tigers tonight. Matthew Kreider, also wanting the Tigers. Ozark 0 from Cabot. Go Tigers. Okay, there's Elijah Sugg. Oh, boy, nice trip up there. Let's see who may have got him there.
72, it looks like. Ankle biters is what it looks like. I mean, just barely got him.
Also, Jack and Sherry Pierce giving a shout-out to number 7, Jackson Pierce. So second down and about 11 here, Ryan.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell who that was. It might have been 20 instead.
So second down and 11 for Prairie Grove.
Oh, they jumped.
And Prairie Grove's going to get a break here. That's going to give us 5 yards, so that'll make it second and 4.
Heber Springs trying to do a lot of moving right there, trying to confuse our O-line on who to block, when to block, and maybe even draw us off sides. And instead, they fall for it, and they get over in the neutral zone, and so that'll be a free 5 for us.
They gave us about a half a yard on that spot there.
Appreciate y'all.
So we'll it'll be second down. I'll still call it second and 6, but the ball sitting at the Prairie Grove 36. This is going to be a give to Sugg, and Sugg still on his feet. He breaks away. Sugg over the 45. He's going to be brought down. I believe that's number 15.
I think so.
Alden McMorrin.
Look right here, just a single back. 2 guys about get him, and he just powers through, and a guy finally gets him by the legs and gets him down.
Caleb Thomas watching from Marmaduke, Arkansas, also Colton Stillwell. All right, first down and 10 for Prairie Grove, ball there on 46. Moss back to throw. He's got a man. It's Blake Coran.
He caught it.
And he's going to corral that in there around the 41.
Flag. Goodness gracious.
And that's going to be a hold, I imagine.
Yeah, it's in the area of a hold. It is.
That's a tough one. So Prairie Grove, that pass completion, which is, I believe, our first pass of the night, will be negated by the penalty.
He may have tugged on jersey a little bit. I see where they threw it. I think I see where he was. He kind of initially had him, and then when the guy went to run away, he didn't let go fast enough. So he's going to pick up, the penalty. That's a big difference too, because it was first down at about the 42, and that's going to back us all the way up to the other 40 something or 38,
36 yard line. First down and 10 for Prairie Grove.
First down 20.
What'd I say? 10?
First down 10.
Oh, sorry about that. But Sugg going to make it second down and 8 or second down and 9. A couple others here, Ryan. Pierce Grandma's watching from Idaho tonight. You know, we've been doing this broadcast 16 years, and we have, when we got stats, we've been seen in all 50 states, over 50 countries, Ryan, over the years.
That's so cool.
And it's kind of crazy. Monica Thompson saying go Sugg. WS Bankhead's calling out the D lineman a little bit. It's second down and 11. Quick pitch out to Blake Coran, who cuts back against the grain. He's going to get close, so that's going to make it third and manageable, Ryan.
Number 20 on the tackle that time. You know, Blake gets up in the air trying to jump over the block. They're kind of taking our guards out, so they're still getting pretty low on the guards, trying to not let the guards push them out of the way, trying to make a pile. Blake goes to kind of jump over it. Not really a hurdle, but just kind of get over it, step over it. And number 20 puts a pretty good lick on him. You know, 20, the little undersized as an inside linebacker, but great job right there.
Ryan, I believe this is only our third possession of the game. We had the opening possession, the punt, and then we had the fumble. There's a Sugg at the 30, 20. Give him 6. Hey, there we go.
Let's watch that again. That's got to be a trap, as quick hitting as that was.
So Prairie Grove just goes.
You look right here. Everybody to this side. Maybe that was a 27 read, and he just cut back right there. Either way, it worked.
It worked. I think it was about a 46-yard run, 44-yard run there. So the Tigers now up 14-0 with a chance to make it 16. I'm sure we'll probably go for 2 here.
We're going to put Pierce in at fullback once again, and this time we're going to take Sugg and put him out at split end.
They probably need to change that scoreboard, and it's Pierce. He's going to be tripped up and fights, but it's not going to make it. So the 2-point conversion, not good this time, but with 5:12 to go in the first half, Prairie Grove up.
Is that what you said?
But 5:12 to go, Prairie Grove leading 14-0. Another touchdown sponsored by PG Telco. We'll be back right after this.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Games of interest, Gentry was trailing Warren 14-0, and then also playing was Grab It up 14. They were up 14-7. Last we still have Pocahontas leading Nashville 14-6. Here comes the kick from Carrillo, and he's been doing a good job of getting in those corners. That one's going to back him all the way up to the back to the 5, and boy, he's stringing it out. He gets it to the 30, so good return there by the Panthers.
East on the tackle that time. You know, East is a special team stud, especially on those kickoffs. Like, it makes a big difference. You know, we struggled earlier in the year with a lot of our kickoff coverage, but that, we're not.
I got to give a shout out here, Ryan. Ryan, we have Robbie Kearney says, let's go. The best 2 Harps workers, Corbin Stearman and Elijah Suggs. So here we go, first down and 10 for the Panthers. And quick drop, throws, and
Lucius just got to be careful right there. Kind of got his head down. You got to make sure to wrap up and get him out of bounds. Good job that time. Pass and catch by Heber Springs. About a 6-yard gain.
And Pierce's grandmother, after we gave her a shout out there, is expressing her gratitude for this, and thank our sponsors, our legacy partners, our gold partners. They're such a big part of this, and we appreciate them. PG Telco, who's been with us since the beginning. Again, quick. Oh man, then that's Dudek. And Dudek hung on to that. Good job by the Panther, but he's knocked out of bounds.
Lucius almost got there on time, but what he's got to do is make sure to make the tackle. And so, they're kind of hitting on him. They got one earlier. I thought Lucius did a great job. This one right here, either you go and you swing the hammer and hope there's guys behind you, or you go, make the tackle, one or the other, or try for the pick. Kind of didn't know. Ooh, we almost jumped off sides right there.
Oh, well, they gave us a little break there. I wasn't sure if we got in that neutral zone or not. First down and 10. I'll tell you after this play a critical thing here, Ryan. Here's the snap, quick throw.
Oh,
knocked it down.
Good
That's
job.
Laycock.
Man, that was quick too, man. So we both jumped because that quarterback delivers so fast, and he really doesn't have a prototypical type delivery. It's a real sidearm, quick hit, baseball-looking throw. Everybody wants to be Mahomes nowadays.
But that's Lane Bradley. He's a freshman, as I mentioned earlier.
We had 3 guys in the backfield, though. Frizzard was back there. Another guy was back there. And it just happened to be Laycock to be able to get it.
He's 5'10", 165, and they're going to call a timeout. Let's take a timeout with them, Ryan. With 4:47, the Tigers are up 14-0.
The story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball. But as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Okay, looking at the bracket here, Gentry trailing Warren. I believe we said it was 14-0. Pocahontas up on Nashville 14-6.
And just had a pick at the goal line. So let's go back live here. Heber's going to, again, shotgun, kind of a pistol formation. It's not quite pistol, and they're going to get that guy out of the backfield. It's an empty backfield now, 5 wide receivers.
And the quarterback quickly drops, throws, and threw that one behind Dudek.
And I'm glad he did. He only had 3 guys in routes, and we had about 5 guys covering it. But they put about 6 protecting the quarterback, and we had about 4, maybe 5 guys rushing. But we did a good job. They did a good job building a pocket, but we got enough pressure and had enough hands up. It made it hard on the freshman that time. He's not super tall either, but quick delivery just didn't work out.
Third down, 10 to go for Heber Springs. Ball at the Prairie Grove 48. Lane Bradley back to throw. He's got a man. It was tipped almost. It was tipped first by Pierce.
Yeah,
and then East almost got it.
I thought East was going to get tip drill right there. He tried to put the brakes on, but he was flying to kill that guy with the tackle. And so you see here, he just can't. East is that. I wish I could circle it right now like one of the real commentators. And when he sees it, he takes off for it. And after the tip, it's just because I thought he was going to get it. That'll bring up 4th down and 10. You never know with Heber. They could go for it right here. They're playing to win. They went for it on the last 4th down, did a good job.
This time it's 4th, and Prairie Grove just needs to make sure there's no fake here, Ryan. And you just want to watch for that fake. And they got Coran just to not let it get too far. It's going to be the punt is by Dudek. And, wow. Well, that one's going to roll back, but
if you're not sure, though, you just stay away from it.
Yeah,
if you're not sure, you stay away from it.
Yeah. Well, Blake, smart football player in the sense that, he knows, but if there's a chance of fumbling that and you're going to give them ball that close to our goal line. And
with it rolling like that, it can roll all the way to the end zone. It's not like it didn't have the speed to do it. Heck, it almost made it there the way it was.
Well, it's going to be 1st and 10 for Prairie Grove at their own 4. What I would like to see the Tigers do here, Ryan, is just
eat the clock.
Eat the clock here because we get the ball to start the second half.
You need, 3 first downs right here at least, minimum. Get out of your end zone and run the clock.
And that's Sugg, and Sugg just powers his way.
He's still powering his way.
All the way up. Oh, let's see, any extracurricular 80. I'll tell you what, number 80 for that's Jeremiah Sanders.
You got the replay right there. I love to watch Stearman. He's a turkey. I'll just tell you that. He works hard now. And you watch, he's pushed that guy. And let's see, he pushed him a little bit.
Yeah,
that goes off
camera.
screen.
Yeah.
Good job, cameraman, though, seeing the tackle.
Yeah, it was a great
there.
job by.
The one thing you can't say about Stearman is he doesn't give. You can't say he doesn't give 100% from whistle to whistle.
You got that right. And that Sugg, who got the first down on the last carry, is going to pick up about 4 there. Well, they're going to mark him. That's where they mark him. He only got a couple.
And a lot of these guys play both ways. They never come off the field. And Stearman's one of those. Even special teams, it's hard to keep him off the field. And some of that's just he's too stubborn to get off the field. Another part of it is you want someone with that kind of tenacity leading special teams, leading defense, leading offense. And so you need a guy doing the dirty work, and that's him.
Got a lot of appreciation online for just bringing the broadcast tonight. We're glad to bring it to you. 2nd down and 8. That's going to be Blake Coran going to the far side. Blake! We're going to get a flag, and that's unfortunate. We got all the way into Panther territory, but it's going to come back.
We'll watch it again. The thing it does do is it still runs the clock. And so, it's just going to give us more time to operate. But we split the tight end out. They didn't switch over as well. And just we get an open spot.
What happened over there, Ryan?
I don't think he did. I think he kind of just turned him. I don't know if that's a hold, but it's.
If you can run it one more time,
watch that far side.
I just want to see.
That's where he threw it at. So you watch our pulling guard here. He pulls out, and there he connects with him.
Right there. That's where it was. 16.
Okay, I was watching the wrong spot.
It was 16. It was just a hand. One hand in the back of the shoulder, but.
I thought he had it on the first guy. So,
well, the reason I say that, it's where they threw their flag. They threw the flag right there where Sugg was. That's the way that I saw it because that's the only place I saw a block in the back.
We are going to bring a lineman out with our receiver. And a lineman out the other way with our receiver.
And now, option. Just stay with it. And, that was a little dangerous.
You about ran out of room there, Moss. I love the thought, but you about ran out of room.
Well, it goes out of bounds with 3:08 to go here in the first half. Prairie Grove's going to have a 3rd down and 9. Ryan, if we could get a first down here, I think it's critical. I think if we could get that first down, we would
I think
we could run this clock out.
You probably feel like you have to pass here because it's 3rd and 8. This is actually where I think you could run, force them to take the timeout and then punt it. But, I don't know, you could probably get pretty close with the guys that we have. I mean, we haven't seen the reverse tonight. We're not going to see it either because Stearman's out wide.
Got to be careful here. They might have that tight end dump covered. We look for it. No, they got a screen. It's Pierce. And Pierce is going to be wrapped up right about the 19-yard line.
Yeah, we weren't quite able to get our linemen out there and get on a block like we wanted to. Pretty decently ran. Heber is going to take a timeout.
And that's a smart timeout by Heber. Now, here's
penalties killed us on that one.
Yeah, here's the situation here, Ryan, is it's going to be 4th down for the Tigers. They'll punt. Heber saw us punt before. They're hoping if we get another poor punt, they're in a good field position with a couple minutes. They get back in the game. If Prairie Grove can keep them out of the end zone here, get the ball to start the second half, could get this the way our offense. Yeah, if we get the 3 score, I'm not saying it's not possible because they're past team. They can throw the ball. But if we get that 3 score, but if they can.
The way we run the ball, though, it makes it tough.
Here's the thing. You've got. This is a 14-point
swing
possession.
Right
Potential, I shouldn't say, but it's a potential 14-point swing. Stearman's going to snap, and we're going to
do the kick this time. So this is just like a punt. Remember, we talked about it before. We've seen it in another game. Green Forest did it to us. This is just like a punt. It's not live.
We got to be careful they don't block this thing. And somebody moved. I think we may have. Let's see what they're going to call here. Offsides on the defense. So that'll move Prairie Grove up.
I still don't think it changes what
I don't
think
it's going to change it either. I mean, it would make it 3rd and about 3. I don't think you take
fourth.
that. 4th. I'm sorry. 4th and about 3. I had 3 on my mind just from the where the sticks are. Maybe it's 4th and 2. I mean, I still think we kick here. You don't want to give them the ball here. Wait a second. We're thinking about it. I think we're going to take a timeout.
We could.
So Prairie Grove's going to take a timeout. This is big. Let's take a timeout with them. Let's you and I talk about this off air for a minute.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, We believe.
Okay, we're back. It's 4th down, and it looks like Carrillo's going to come back out, and he's going to probably kick it here.
I wanted to see Kevin Kelly's, odds here, or someone who does statistical analysis, because you're probably giving Heber the ball around the 50 in this scenario, and with 2 minutes left, I wonder if the goal, if the numbers.
Okay, Moss is going to come under center. Oh, he tried to draw him off sides there, unable to do it. Now we'll just go back. Boy, Moss almost got him. And now it's a snap, and it's going to be a kick. It's going to drop. And let's see here. Did the 18 touch it? That's the question. I don't think so.
You did.
You're right. They got it at about the 48. I'm okay with that decision.
So what's the odds? You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, I'm fine with the decision, but I wonder what the odds are. Like, I bet it's like a 60-40 split. Like, 60% of the time, a team scores from the 50 with 2 minutes, And so you had that, like, you can make it 100% they don't score if you have the ball, and you got a chance to go score. So I think the odds may have been, but I'd love to see it.
I'm okay with the decision because they still got to go 52 yards. We've done a good job on defense. That doesn't mean we'll keep them out, but we've done a good job. They've had a couple turnovers. They've got a backup quarterback in there who has been fantastic. I will tell you.
Really, the turnovers have not been from him.
No, Lane Bradley, their quarterback, the freshman quarterback's been fantastic. They also got, Esom is in the backfield with him. They've got time. They've got 2 timeouts left. Back to throw, complete to Dudek. And Dudek.
Good job by Coran, just getting him down. Stearman is the assist on the tackle.
So they've got 2 timeouts left. Now, Prairie Grove's giving a lot of cushion here. Hopefully we won't give them too much cushion here.
You're hoping just to keep them in front of you and that they bleed the clock all the way out. They don't have it says they have 3 timeouts. I thought they'd used one.
They did too.
Oh, wow. That was almost a great play.
How do you call a pass interference on that?
I think they do it because there's contact, and the contact always goes to the receiver. But that almost was an amazing catch by the Panther receiver.
That's Dudek again.
Look, out and up.
There's no. I'm telling you, it's.
That's a tough one to call right there. And maybe he saw it earlier. I don't know, but.
I mean, if you look at
you got to let him play.
But the receiver is the one that extended the arm, and made the contact. I mean,
now we can't see it. We don't know if Blake did the contact first, and then the Dudek did it second. But in the end, I think what they saw was just us at all. Because I agree with you. I don't think we did.
1st down and 10, and trying to get some pressure, and they get it to Dudek again. He's going to get out of bounds. Boy, if we could sack that quarterback, they're moving the ball really well. Now,
I say, if you sack the quarterback, they have to use one of the timeouts. They lose yards.
They did not take a timeout off. They have 2 timeouts.
Yeah, I think so. And this is where, like I was saying, they're moving pretty fast right here. They've got a little momentum because they got the stop. Like, I think I would have rather gone for it and seen. It's easy to say now, but this was the fear. This was your worst-case scenario.
Well, let's see what happens. We might get the ball back in time to score ourselves. And here comes a pass, throws, and he was bobbling. Oh, my goodness.
Bobbling.
They're giving him.
Let's replay that. But he was bobbling as he goes out of bounds. That's not a completion.
So, and again, things are going to go both ways. We've had a couple of things go our way, but looked like he may have been bobbling there. Well, maybe not. It's close. They'll give him the catch. 2nd down and 5, 150 to go. Thing is, Prairie Grove doesn't have any timeouts with our running offense, but it may not matter. Let's see if we can get a sack or something here. We're bringing some pressure. Man, he's staying with it, going deep to the end zone. Dudek, and a great catch. He's good touchdown. Great catch.
Everything looks like it's out of bounds. Like it's so tight.
Well, they took the lights out on us, so I can't see.
You got to replay that one, Cam? I want to watch his feet this time. I was watching the ball last time. You see Dudek on that side, just a little stop and then stutter and then go. And Blake falls down, and East just a bad approach. No, he was in.
Yeah,
he was in.
He was
in by a foot.
And here's the other thing. I give a great catch by Dudek, but also the freshman, Lane Bradley, staying composed under that pressure.
Yeah, and man, it took him not long at all, a minute and a half.
Not even that. They got the ball with 2:08.
Oh, I thought it was more. I thought it was like 2.5 to 3 minutes. Sorry.
It was, so with 1:44, it's Prairie Grove leading 14-7. That was a big score there for the Panthers. I think now Prairie
There's
Grove.
your 14-point swing.
Well, here's the thing: we can score with 1:44.
We can.
We want to make sure that, again, we get the ball to start the second half. But
And that way we can keep a 2-score lead if we score on it.
Yeah.
But we could have been 21-0, and that was the goal. So get your score here, and you can still do that. You're just doing it in the first possession of the second half possibly rather than the last possession of the first half.
Well, hopefully we'll get a good return here. They could, you could see them going for an odd. So I don't think they would. They may try to grab a possession here, but
we're going to line up for the onside. We did well. No, we backed up now. We had a couple guys coming up. I think I would go ahead and back. I would go for the onsides because they're playing aggressive.
Well, number 17 gets ready to kick for them. That is Golden Tate.
Golden Tate. That's a
football
name.
name. Yeah, football name.
Where's your buddy? He's a big Notre Dame fan.
Mr. Arns is down in Cabot tonight.
See, it looks like he's going to onside it with the way he's lining up there, but nope.
He's going to drop it, and it's going to be East fielding it to about the 15. Go. And East going to get up to about the 30. So Prairie Grove will have it. About 69 yards here to go for Pay Dirt with 1:38 to go. They don't have any timeouts.
No, we don't. So, we're a running team. We're going to run. You don't want to leave them any time on the clock. I'd love, though, if we could take a shot at some point, but I wouldn't want to do it until probably past half field, for me. I'm not taking a shot until we get to the 50. Instead, I'm going to run. I'm going to ground and pound and run the clock just to make sure they don't have the ball.
Okay. First down and 10 for Prairie Grove. Ball at the 31.
We're going to go trips to this side. Really wide splits with our tight end, but we're going to run 27 read.
Suggs going to get about 5. I think we should get to the ball and kind of do something here.
Now, I do want us, as we run the ball, to go ahead and get up there and go. And so we're running our guy in there pretty quick, but we need to go just a hair faster.
And we're going to – man, we lost about 30 – it took us longer on this play than it did for him to score. Second down and 5 for Prairie Grove. And here is another give to Sugg, and
he's going to get the first that time, so that should stop the clock.
It is going to stop it. Let's see where they mark it. They're going to give him a first down, so that stops it.
Now let's someone in there now.
Let's get,
there it is.
There he goes. He's getting it in. I wouldn't mind now. I mean, I see us running right now, but
now I'd take a shot.
I'd take a shot in the air with 58, 57 seconds now going. Prairie Grove doesn't have a lot of time, and 2-minute offense is not our area of expertise probably. But this time, Moss is going to back up to throw, and he's going to get sacked. He fumbled, and they got it. Wow.
We missed a block on that outside, and he just had a free run to Moss, and Moss he just knocked it out of his hand. That's again, worst case scenario twice now. So that 14-point swing, maybe a 21-point swing here in a second.
They got good pressure on Moss, and Dice Young was the guy that got the pressure on him, knocked the ball away, and now the Panthers with 40 seconds. And they have 2 timeouts. I do not believe they have 3.
Right.
I think their clock guy doesn't have that correct.
I would love to see us put someone on Dudak and then have someone over the top. Dudak's on this side, this time on Lucius. I'm scooting Moss over and helping out.
And they're going to move Dudak. They're going to put him in motion, and it's going to be a pass. He's going to be a double pass.
Good job by our guys to not give up on the play since it went and hit the ground. You could easily say, oh, it's incomplete, but it was a backwards lateral. So it's a live ball. He gets down, so they're going to have to take a timeout. Well, they did switch it. Now there's only 1 timeout left for them.
Okay,
so
they got it correct. So they have 1 timeout left. There's 34 seconds. They're going to take a shot at the end zone. And
why wouldn't you?
Yeah, and I think the Tigers, let's see if we can keep them out of this end zone here. Boy, we got, what I would say is dominated the first 22 minutes of this football game, as far as yardage, points, control of the game. And then since about the 2:08 mark after the kick punt slash, and since then the Panthers have taken advantage of that and just a turnover. Now we've had a couple of advantages on turnovers as well.
14-6 Pocahontas in the third quarter already.
Wow.
That's a running game.
Wow. That is a shock. And
where's Dudak? Okay, he's right here. He's got Moss on him.
6 on 6 there. And let's see. And now here's the straight drop. He's got time, and he
Good
throws
job
that
by
away.
him. He's smart, man. He's smart.
That's
smart.
Yeah.
Not many guys can pull that off, and especially not a freshman. He just knew there was nothing there. There's no reason to risk it. Throw it out of bounds. Get out of the pocket. Throw it past the line of scrimmage. I mean, he just executed that really well.
I've been impressed with him. I mean, I've really been impressed. I have not seen number 12, who went out, who was their starting quarterback. I've not seen him.
It looked like his shoulder came out of place, I'll be honest with you.
It's Lakeland Tubbs is his name, but I've not seen him anywhere on the sideline or anywhere. And here is, again, the straight drop. And now he's going to take off and run, and he's going to throw out of bounds again and again.
Coach Torres, our athletic director, caught the ball.
It does not count as an interception.
Does it go on his highlight reel?
Well, his highlight reels are 8mm film with black and white. So
he does got some, but with a different sport.
This will be his first one.
All right, we'll watch it here. Look, hey, look at that old catcher. That's an old baseball catcher right there. He's still getting fan applause.
Okay, so it's going to be 4th down, and
looks like Heber's going to take a timeout.
That's their last one. It's 4th down and 11. They're sitting here thinking, okay, we're going to have a chance. And then with 23 seconds, they're probably calling 2 plays. What I'm saying is, if they get the first, they'll turn around, spike, and try to.
The clock will stop. They'll be able to set the ball, and you get up there and you just spike it.
Yeah, or they may have the play called and they could run it from the
fake
play.
Spike would be amazing.
Boy, I'll tell you what, when Moss. I'm not so sure they didn't get in the neutral zone when he came up there.
Yeah.
It was close. Jumped. It was close. Well, if we'd got that call, it'd been huge. But we didn't, and now it's 14-7. We get to keep them out of the end zone here as we get the ball to start second half. Okay, 4th down and 11, maybe 12 for the Panthers, 23 seconds.
Dudak's on this near side. He's a middle receiver. We got Moss over the top. We're going to bump him with Laycock first.
And let's see.
I love that because I think that's who he's looking for.
Okay, and there he goes. He throws. Incomplete.
Good coverage. Who is that?
That's East.
East. Good coverage by East that time. I think they want to do that. I think us pressing him at the line really threw it off because the freshman quarterback looks this way and then has to roll out away from Dudak and has to look for another receiver. And so I think that helped out a lot.
Well, what we'll do here, Ryan, I've got several comments. I hadn't been able to as the action's gotten a little tighter here. I've not looked at our YouTube. I got a few comments when it was kind of funny. I'll go to those right before we go to the half.
All right, we got 16 seconds. You don't want to risk anything else.
Koran or
so you kind of got to run it. I want to take it. I want to get in shotgun and just take a shot and let them streak down the field. We've got guys that can catch, but I understand.
Probably it's going to be Blake Koran around the corner. Blake's going to go down. That's going to be the end of the quarter. And, after one half of play, it's Prairie Grove 14, Heber Springs 7. And Prairie Grove won't get this off. That's going to do it. Ryan, just real quick before we go to break, just a few since last checked here on. Chris, we'll get to the trivia question a little bit later. Jaron and Brenda Vale and Caleb and Allie Wilson watching from Fayetteville. Wanting to say go Tigers. Corbin Dobbs.
Who's that?
Let's see. Donna Thomas watching and giving a shout out to Blake. Kaylee May going Tigers. Tucker Light. And again, Cleta Goodhart's been on here quite a bit tonight. Sarah Hale. The guy from Lincoln that he has I Love Jesus on here is his name, but he says the Prairie Grove athletic director going to run the football after catching the ball. And Dodson, the guy over Southern Sports Network, he is watching from Cleveland, Ohio. Ryan, just final thoughts on first half, then we'll take a break.
Well, it ended the worst possible way, and we're still up 14-7. But like you said, we did really good for the first, 22 minutes. And then the last two, we just kind of, just didn't execute, and they did. And so, you don't get the penalty or you get the first down, one or the other, and things are different. So, it's a big difference. Who was it? I think it's that one guy, Blackstone, that said in Orange, there's like the middle eight. The last four and the first four is a big difference. So we failed the first four. Now that next four in the second half, we get the ball and go score and get it a 2-point cushion, 2-score cushion. We'll be all right for a little bit, but you got to do that.
Okay. One more shout out here to our folks, Nancy or Norma Jones watching from Kansas. Brooklyn Marshall also giving the Tigers a shout out. Some random hobo. Let's go PG. And Jordan Sissel, or I think that's the way you pronounce that, watching from Wilson, Arkansas. And Brooklyn Marshall watching from work. I hope that doesn't get you fired. Okay, so with that, and we will be back in about 10 minutes with a playoff score update from Stephen Blackiston. We'll be back in about 10 for the playoff update.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food, to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe. Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities. From the ones caring for us every day, to those shaping our tomorrows. The ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service, and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food, to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe. Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities. From the ones caring for us every day, to those shaping our tomorrows. The ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service, and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
Welcome back to Heber Springs, Arkansas. Stephen Blackson with you here at the break in the studio. Just want to catch up on a couple of scores from around the handful of 4A playoff competition that we see here all across the natural state, from corner to corner, from top to bottom. So let's take a dive into the bracket. We'll start up in the top left quadrant of what we have going on. Of course, Stuttgart, the 1 seed in their conference. They won the 4A8 this year, already have the advantage into the second round. But that Blytheville-Pottsville game, that's going to be 28-12 in the third quarter. Mills out of Little Rock hosting Helena West Helena at the break. That one is 21-6. And to round out that quadrant, Bauxite and Ozark in the closest game of quadrant number 1 in that top left group. It's 14-12 at the break. The Hillbillies and the Miners, a couple of unique mascots in the natural state going at it, as they are both the 3 seeds out of their respective conferences. If we take a look at the bottom of the left side of the bracket, the conference winners of the 4A1, of course, the Elkins Elks from our part of the world, they are up 28-0 on Forest City at the break as they look to punch their ticket to the second round. Southside out of Northeast Arkansas, they're up on the other school in the quadrant for the 4A1, the Huntsville Eagles. They trail 35-0 at the break, so it looks like Huntsville season will come to a close. Further down, Arkadelphia taking on the Highland Rebels at the break. The Badgers 30-6 taking care of business against the guys out of Northeast Arkansas, just a few miles up the road from us here in Heber. And to round out the quadrant, the Clinton Jackets up on Fountain Lake 34-12. So a couple of blowouts in the bottom. Looks like Elkins, Southside, Arkadelphia, and Clinton all really going to move on to that second round. Should be an exciting round there. As we take a look at the bottom right, you'll see a lot of really good teams in this bottom right quadrant. I think this is going to be the toughest of the 4 that we take a look at. First, the best team in the quadrant, Dardanelle, up 34-7 over Malvern. Malvern, just a couple of years ago, winning a state title. Looks like they're going to be one and done in the 4A this year. Hamburg taking on Mina. A lot of people like Hamburg as a sleeper pick in the 4A this year. They finished their season in second in the 4A8 on a last game of the regular season loss to the Stuttgart Ricebirds. They lead the way 21-7 over the Mina Bearcats in the second quarter. Lone Oak and Monticello. This one is going to be the closest game of this quadrant. Lone Oak, the Jackrabbits, where the Prairie Grove Tigers ended up last year. They're up 14-10 over the Billies of Monticello in the third. And to complete the bracket, Gravett up on Central Arkansas Christian 43-12 at the intermission. Looks like Gravett going to move on to the second round of the tournament for the first time in quite some time. So far, 2 out of 3 for the 4A1 playing well. Now let's take a look at Prairie Grove's bracket. Of course, Gosnell, they have already punched their ticket with winning their conference, the 4A3, so they'll be taking on the winner of the Warren Lumberjacks and the Gentry Pioneers. Again, another good mascot-on-mascot matchup. This one in favor of the hosts. Warren up 14-0 on the Pioneers. Pioneers still looking to win a playoff game for the first time since the 90s. Looks like it might not come this year, but a lot of football left to be played down south of us. Nashville and Pocahontas. Now, this is the game that really has a lot of stakes for the winner of this game. Of course, this would be the next opponent. This is the biggest one we're watching in all of the bracket as well. Pocahontas, they are up 14-6 over the Nashville Scrappers. Nashville winners of the 4A7 this year. They trail at home. Now, the reason I say that is significant. Taking the score as it stands here in Heber, the Prairie Grove Tigers 14, Panthers of Heber Springs 7. If results were to hold the way that they do, Prairie Grove would be in line to host a second-round playoff game at Tigers Stadium in front of its home crowd. First home playoff game, I believe, since 2021 on the line. So exciting stuff across the 4A bracket. We'll keep you updated as scores come in throughout the night. I'll pass those along to Lynn and Ryan and the crew. And also to mention, just a stat recap from the first half of Tiger offense. 3 ball carriers in the first half. Sugg had 16 carries to match his jersey number, 140 yards and a touchdown in the first half. Blake Coran, 13 carries, not to be too outdone, has 85 yards and a touchdown in the first half. And they'll credit Moss with 2 carries and minus 10 yards. On the rushing as a whole for the team, 215 yards, 2 touchdowns on 31 carries on the evening. Not too shabby of a start to the ball game for the Tigers. If you look at the defensive side, Heber Springs, 11 carries, 28 yards on the ground. And the Panthers, 50% passing, 10 of 20 with 96 yards and 1 touchdown. Of course, the Tigers came into this season, or into this postseason, with a first in school history. 2 1,000-yard rushers. Elijah Sugg, Blake Coran came into tonight. Blake had over 1,200 yards on 168 carries. Sugg, the leading rusher for the Tigers this season, 1,500 yards coming into tonight on 187 carries. Both those guys have been running the rock effectively for the Prairie Grove Tigers. We'll take a quick break at the intermission, just about 4:30 or so, until we turn it back over to the boys. And we'll be with you post-game for more scores, updates from around the 4A. Go Tigers!
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food, to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities. From the ones caring for us every day, to those shaping our tomorrows. The ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service, and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
Okay, as we get ready to count down there, this is the first, as you see the clock, 11 seconds. They'll put 3 more minutes back on the clock. Tigers starting to come out, get loose a little bit. But before we start the second half action, we want to again give a shout out to our legacy partners that give so much to Prairie Grove, Lewis Automotive Group, Pickett Construction, our gold partners, RVS Bank, First Community Bank, Ozark Electric, PG Telco. Also, a reminder that Prairie Grove will be hosting an open house to view the new Athletic Activity Center on Thursday evening from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. The public is welcome to attend. Take this opportunity to visit the facility. I want to also give a shout out and a very heartfelt thanks to First Community Bank for providing the team the pregame meal. Truly helps fuel our team on and off the field. Tiger fans, the season is back. Prairie Grove off to a 2-0 start in basketball. They will play again on Tuesday night. They beat the Ozark Hillbillies last Tuesday, the Elkins Elks on Thursday, and then the Tigers will go and take on Ozark Catholic. Catch every moment on PG Tigers Online. Also, as we go back, we've had a few other people who have popped in on our chat here, and I want to shout them out. We've had, let's see here, I got to scroll back up a little ways. Let's see, Doug Moody, Grandpa Moody, watching from Fair Grove, Missouri. And I want to make sure I get this out because it is our producer, Cameron Bolin, and, of course, Stephen Blackiston and Baylor Kissinger. They're the ones that make it all happen. But it says this is the first year for FDL 1961. First year watching the Tigers. I want to tell you that you have a great production team. Thank you, FDL. And we want to give a shout-out to Cameron Bolin. He does a lot of work behind the scenes, and not everybody sees that. We have a ton of stats and things that are in front of us, and Cameron does that. All the graphics and things that you see, that's Cameron's work, and we give a shout out to him, and thank you for recognizing that, FDL. Our guy from Lincoln he's all over here tonight telling us to go Tigers. Grab it. Up on CAC now at halftime, 50-14. And let's see what else we have here. Jason Thomas. Leah, please check the Heber Spring roster. I believe 10 is Spencer Sugg. According to the roster, and I appreciate Leah saying that, but according to our roster, number 10 says Lane Bradley. She thinks it could be Sugg, and if that is the case, I'm looking on here, but number 10 says Lane Bradley.
Now, we did pull we had to pull 3 different sites to get it all built together.
This
is from them.
We got this from Heber, and so
a lot of times our online ones don't have everything; they're not as updated. We got to piece together stuff. I'm glad they got us one.
I'll say this: even if it is Spencer Sugg, because it says 10, I believe, right? It does. It's not number 18, right? It's number 10.
Pretty sure.
And there is a Spencer Sugg. He's also a freshman. It does have QB by him. But Lane Bradley, it's showing him as number 10. So that's what we have. And if we have it wrong, we apologize.
Well, what we also have is a second half kickoff that we get to receive and hopefully go down and put some points on the board and keep it a 2-possession game.
Jason Thomas, class in 92. White Iverson, Hamburg up 42.5 on Mina. And
I got a Warren Gentry update, and it was big Warren. They got a guy with 4 touchdowns.
And now Blake Coran is going to get that at about the 13-yard line. He takes up field. He's got a little room. Gets to about the 25, so about a 12-yard return. So Prairie Grove will start at 1st and 10 at their own 25.
All right, here we go. Let's put it together. No turnover here. You know, that's the thing that kind of killed us that last possession there too, just clean football, trying to no holds, no penalties, and just march down the field.
Just real quick again, we want to thank our meal sponsor tonight, First Community Bank, who is one of our gold partners as well. Thank you for feeding the team. First down and 10 for Prairie Grove. And there's a shift. It's again, we bring Laycock and Corbin over here to the near side. And the give to Sugg, not much there, maybe a couple.
They had a kind of a turned in 9 right there, just kind of crashing down. I think that's him that was at the bottom of that pile. So just able to kind of crash in underneath our block right there and get to Sugg. That might be something we fake to him later and pull and try to get Moss to the outside. Now we did that once earlier and he did such a good job that he hurt Moss, and we kind of had an awkward time there. But if you can get it in his belly and pull it out and get to the outside, it'll work.
Second down and about 8 to go. Tigers again making that same shift. This time quick pitch out to Blake and nice kick out there, but the pursuit, they did a good job of springing it out. And let's see, on the tackle, someone's hurt there, getting up slow. He was at the first initial contact, number 9 for the Panthers, and all of a sudden my roster has disappeared, Ryan. I was showing you those numbers a while ago.
Good job by number 9 there. He kind of attacked that first block and was able to release to the outside. It's going to be 3rd and long, though.
Number 9, that was Caleb Carr. I've got it now. It's 3rd down and basically 10. And now it's quick pass complete. There's Laycock, and he's going to get – it's going to be close, but I think –
as long as he is, it should have been good.
Yeah, let's see.
When you're 7 foot tall, it should be a first down.
They're going to bring – they may bring let's see. They're going to give us first down. So first down and 10 for Prairie Grove.
Look at this right here. We've motioned out our halfback, and so it gets that guy out of the way. About puts the inside linebacker in the way. 14 hit his own guy. He could have split Laycock in half right there, and instead he misses by a hair and hits his own guy.
Okay, first down and 10 for Prairie Grove.
Same look.
Coran, and this is the give to Sugg. Sugg battles for about 4, I should say. We got it at the –
it's about 5.
It is about 5, yeah.
It's a good first down run. What it is. We did that same look again where we're taking Coran and kind of running him out of the box, and they're going to have to account for that by taking someone out of the box also. And if they don't, we're going to throw it to him, I guarantee you. But, that's one of those where it just kind of gets a little bit more advantageous for us for Sugg.
Second down and 5 for Prairie Grove. Ball at the 40. We may have moved a little, no call. And Sugg gets that first down over the 45 to about the 46, 47-yard line.
Look at number 58 right there for Prairie Grove. He drove his guy back at least 7 yards. That's Gunnar Pankey. He's a center. And he snaps the ball and goes and gets on a linebacker and just puts him down. Number 20 didn't stand a chance at time. Good job by Pankey.
Well, it's a first down for Prairie Grove. Ball at their own 47. And then there's some more shifting. And here is the give. It's going to go to Blake. Blake, nice job. 33 missed him. He whiffed on that one. 33 had a good pursuit, but he missed him.
He did. And we almost had a guard out there to get him, but they're just – the guards are kind of – I say the guards. There's guys flying at the guard's feet. It's making it harder and harder for them to pull because they're not used to that, and they don't like it. But right there, he's just kind of tiptoeing a little bit, and 33 just flies through there but misses.
Ryan, that update on the score with Nashville and Pocahontas, 2013.
Sugg right up the middle.
And Sugg going to pick up about 5. So it's going to bring up 3rd and short. Again, man, this is what we like, running the clock. We've almost run. Well, by the time we snap the ball, we've run 4 minutes off of the 3rd quarter.
Well, and it makes sense because, you look at that front line for Heber, and they just don't have a ton of thickness. There's one guy pretty thick, maybe a second guy, but there's some thin guys up there. And so if we can just keep beating them up a little bit, it's going to make a difference.
Caden James is 285, according to their – there's Blake Coran, and Blake hangs on to it. Blake down to the 25-yard line. He's tackled there by number 33. That is John Wilson, but not before the Tigers are down at the 25 of the Panthers.
I told you with us getting him out of the box like that a time or two, if we noticed that they weren't going to guard him, we would go to him. And you see he gets outside there and just nobody even pays attention to him. And really, if Gehrig He's a sophomore, split in. If he could have got his head turned and saw that things were happening and went and got a block, that'd have been 6.
So first down and 10 for Prairie Grove. Ball at the Panther 25. Here is Sugg, and Sugg powers for about 3.
Yeah, that I wouldn't say I'm gonna take away the power from Sugg that time. His line got him that 3 yards, and Heber did a good job that time, and he just kind of ran into a wall right there. But good job by Heber getting a wall. Great job by our line just getting him 3. That'll keep you on schedule though. It's not too far.
7 minutes and 5 seconds now to go in the third quarter. And now Moss looks, throws. There's Blake Coran again, and Blake's going to be knocked out just before he gets to the 10.
They're going to have to watch out there. That's the second time tonight they've kind of rode him out of bounds for quite a while. Really the third, but the second one I thought they can draw a penalty. So they just need, for Heber's sake, you need to be careful.
Well, let me say this. We got it to the 10, so it'll be first and goal from the 10. Ryan, here's what's interesting. And as the replay's there, what I want to say is, when you're as effective as we are running the ball in the first half, and they're just expecting it because you got this 1-2 punch, and then all of a sudden, the third quarter, you start throwing the ball a little bit. They're not going to be looking for that. And now we got a true triple backfield there in a T formation. Ball's going to get down to about the 6. So
I like right there.
They didn't start the clock. They did not start the clock. It was at 7 minutes. They're not starting the clock.
I like that Stearman was your lead blocker that time. And, they didn't. They're going to try to make up some of the time, but it didn't start, so they're going to let it slide. But Stearman was your lead blocker that time, and I really liked that look. And really, I'd almost use Stearman and Sugg and put Coran behind him.
That's a good probably 30 seconds, Ryan, that could have run off the clock. So it's going to be Blake Coran cuts, and nice pursuit there. Going to get down close to the 5. Again, John Wilson on the tackle.
Yeah, 33 got through there really well that time. I thought we had a quicker cut-up block or a cut lane there for Coran, but it didn't formalize because good job by Heber in pursuit.
6 minutes. We've almost run in, and if they would have started the clock, half the quarter would already be over. I mean, literally, because they should have started it. Blake didn't go out of bounds, did he, on the catch? He got tackled, so that should have started. Should have been a good 40 seconds off the clock. But nonetheless.
Here's another one of those spots where Blake could, him and Sugg could go out and get in the end zone.
And now there's a roll, and Moss could just take it. He's going to throw it. There's Laycock into the end zone. Give him 6. Hey!
Nice. When Prairie Grove gets a passing touchdown, right? Hey, you know what just happened? No, wrong guy. I was thinking if that was Sugg, we just tied it up again.
No, that was actually Laycock on the reception. Nice patience that time by Moss. Here's the replay, Ryan. Go for it.
Well, what you see is Sugg is actually going to get in front of that guy, which is smart because it made that guy pay attention to Sugg, and it opens up Laycock there. And I don't know if Sugg meant to do it or not, but it worked out well.
Okay, well,
he got it. He got it barely, but he got it. Wow. Sugg that time hit 2 guys and fell into the end zone. Great job by Sugg that time going forward.
Well, we're going to stay with it this time. Another touchdown sponsored by PG Telco. It's 22-7 Prairie Grove. Ryan, I'm going to give you 2 quick trivia questions.
Okay. You know how good I am at those.
Okay, first one. When was the last time Prairie Grove won a road playoff game?
Last year versus Lonoke.
Okay.
And I heard you two say I wouldn't know during the basketball broadcast the other night. And I was like, hold on. That one's easy enough. I do know. It was last year versus Lonoke because Sugg came back and we just pounded the ball and pounded the ball.
We had to give you a layup.
I appreciate that. I feel good. I feel good about that.
When's the last time Prairie Grove played Heber Springs?
I have no recollection of it.
It was actually, and probably a reason why, 2008 first round was here, and we lost 33-30. It's the last time it's the only time we've ever played Heber Springs.
That was in 2008?
2008, 2009.
That would have been my first year teaching at Prairie Grove.
Yeah, so that was the last time and only time facing the Panthers. Here comes the kick from Perillo, but it falls. I'll throw the third one out there.
That was fun.
I'll throw the third one out at you because this one, and I would ask, let's see how our fans can do. Now, no cheating, no Googling this one.
Uh-oh.
But after the kick and before they start, I'll give the third one. There's Carrillo with the kick. Boy, he's done a nice job tonight, all the way back to the 5. And they're going to – boy, they've had good returns tonight.
Cobb did a good job of hitting that first guy and kind of reading to see he's got to get off that block a little faster and pursue the guy with the ball.
So I'm going to double check. I think that was 18 Sugg that ran the ball that one of the listener or watcher from Heber Springs was saying, but I think that's number 10, the quarterback, and it's number 10. So here's the other trivia question. Heber Springs is one of 12 schools that play football in the state of Arkansas whose mascot is a Panther. How many of the other 11 can you name?
This reminds me of the dog question from that one year.
There's some separation and a good catch. Pretty good coverage that time by Lucius, but it was a good catch there by number 1. That is Eli Long. Good concentration by Eli to hang on to it.
It was. And you know, if you look at it here, Lucius is out of the window, but then when it comes back in, he's pretty close. Got to get that head turned around. He tries to just push him out of bounds or push him down, but the guy high points the ball, and so Lucius got to get his head turned around and make a play on the ball.
Well, I'll give a shout out here in a moment. There's a few people online, but first down and 10 for the Panthers, and Prairie Grove took over 6 minutes to score. They've taken less than a minute to get down into Prairie Grove territory. So another pass going to be a false start.
A flat start, too.
Flat start. So back on here. So did anyone else see the clock? Yeah, we saw that, Jason, that didn't start. Also, last year, Chris Dodson was talking about what a fun game it was. And Pete Pinkley.
Do you remember we were up on the balcony?
Yeah, we were in the balcony. It was the coolest, one of the coolest.
Really far away on their activity center, and they just had a balcony, like a fire escape.
I actually could see the game better there than almost any place I've ever done one. Okay, first down and 15 for the Panthers. And quarterback.
How's that not a hold?
Oh, they got it. They got it.
Good job, Pierce. I mean, you don't want to look at him and throw your hands up that big, but at the same time, I get it.
Yeah. Also, Pinkley got that question pretty quick. He knew he had Thomas Sainer and Anthony Sharp in that backfield. Charles Stills talking about a great game from last year. I believe that's what he was
There's some blast from the past.
Here's Stills. Good basketball player.
Yeah.
Okay, here you go. Here's something for you. Don got one of them. The Siloam Springs Panthers. That's one. Cook, you can try to start guessing at some point.
Oh, no. I did pretty good with the dog one. I think I missed 2 of them. It was like Newport and Salem. Those were the 2 that I missed. I got all the other ones.
Oh, on the Bulldogs?
It was dogs because it was Greyhounds, Devil Dogs.
The other dogs, yeah. So first down and wow.
Can I say Carolina? That's sad, but that's about all I know.
Half credit for that. All right, back to pass. And here comes the pressure screen. They get it to Dudak.
If you're that easy getting through the line and all your brothers are with you, you better know what's coming, guys. That's way too many people getting back to the quarterback.
Yeah, Thomas is really watching this clock. Jason Thomas, he's talking about that they had 70 seconds each minute. So, definitely Siloam is one of those schools. So,
man, I really couldn't tell you either. That's how sad it is. I have no idea.
I'll tell you, Springdale's playing one of them tonight. Second down and about 15. There you go. All right.
And that's only because
they got him this time. Hey! Look at there! Oh!
Nice job. Stearman's back there. 54's Belser. He's back there.
And what a great job.
That may be the first sack of the night, isn't it?
Yeah, and you know what? As much as, Lane Bradley, number 10.
Look at Stearman delay go here. Delay blitz.
But Bradley, that's the first time we've really hemmed him in.
Yes.
They've done, because he doesn't roll too much. He has a couple times. Most time he's straight back.
Quick release.
And they give him a quick release. They give him enough time. That time, we were able to penetrate. It's going to be third and really long.
What we did there is we sent about 7, and I think they're blocking with 5. So it'll have to change some things for them. If we keep sending that many, they're going to have to put more in the box or the screen game.
Third down, there's going to be another penalty. It's third down. They've got to go basically down to Conway for a first down. I think I got my directions right.
It is. Conway's.
That's south?
Yeah.
This way? Okay, we're there in south. Okay, here's some more comments here. Pierce grandma here and can hear my family screaming right below you. Yeah, you're probably right. Herb's guesses Yellville, and he is correct. Yellville Summit is one of the Panthers. Back to pass, in trouble again. He's got a little time. He's looking, throws, complete, but it's going to be tackled way short.
If you notice again what we did there, watch the replay, Cam, if you got it. But Stearman looked like he was about to pressure, so the freshman thought he was going to that inside receiver. Stearman last second comes out of, I don't know if that's a coaching thing or if that's a Stearman thing, but see, he looks like he's going to blitz and then he comes out, and I think that changes the read, and there's Gomez, and that forces the quarterback to roll to the right. And he finds a guy open. Stearman gets the tackle, but, with it being 3rd and long, there's nothing wrong with that.
It's 4th down and
25.
It's about 20, Ryan, 19, 20?
I guess so.
19 or 20 to go here, close enough. 4th down, 2:20 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Throws across the middle, complete. Can we get the tackle? We do, and the Tigers.
Man, that was a great pick job by their player and the official.
Well, you got right there Moss, Laycock, Stearman in on that tackle, but Prairie Grove is going to get a turnover on down.
Watch the coverage in the middle of the field by the ref here. Stearman's there. He goes to turn. Wham!
Well, while there we go. So while we wait for this play to start, Ryan, we're getting some more guesses. Clarksville is another one.
I should have known that one.
And
That's sad on my
Magnolia was guessed. That is one. Someone guessed Bergman, but we do not have Bergman listed as a Panther. Magnolia has been guessed, and Cabot. So we're getting quite a few of them. I'll list them all after this play. And then I have one more final question for you.
All right, give them some more time. They're guessing.
All right, we'll let them guess.
They're actively involved. Karan on our read play right there.
He gets up to about the 30. And now we're getting under 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter.
26-13 is the score update on that Nashville game.
26-13?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. So for those watching, if Pocahontas, if the Pokey, if they can hang on, we're hosting next week.
No way.
In Prairie Grove. That helps me with my Thanksgiving plans, so I hope it hangs on. Here we go. 2nd down. There
Sugg.
is Sugg. There you go. Sugg on his face. Oh, nice tackle in open field there.
Number 9.
Wow, number 9. That is
he paid
Caleb
for it,
Carr.
though. He's not feeling good after that.
He hit that big truck. And
we might have to take a little timeout with him. He's taking a timeout right now.
Let's stay with it. Let's stay with it. Let's see what kind of guesses we're getting here. That's kind of slowed down. The time clock online is very interesting. Watch it go down. Yeah, we do our best here. That's a hat tip to our producer. We've had a lot of, you weren't here earlier during the halftime, but we've had a lot of shout outs to our production, and that's Cameron, Steve.
I meet people all the time who say the same thing. Like, they're like, man, you guys do a great job. Not only do we enjoy listening, but like the camera is great, the quality is great, the graphics are great, the score and everything's on task. Like, everything's on point.
Well, and that's a credit. Like I said, Cameron has really come in as the producer and really added some dimensions to that. Baylor Kissinger's our camera. Now, last year what we did is we used the huddle camera. And what we found is the huddle camera is a slight delay and it was behind. We've gone back to a manual camera again, and Baylor Kissinger's done a great job. And then, Chris Dotson, who heads up Southern Sports Network, he makes sure these guys are there. And then Steve Black, there's so much that he does behind the scenes that are a big help. So, we're closing in on 3,000 subscribers, Ryan. Consider subscribing and turn on your notifications by the ringing bell. It's the best way to keep up with your Prairie Grove Tigers. You can watch over 100 more on the smartphone broadcast, and I'll get to that in a moment. Here's Blake Coran. Blake cuts back. He's going to get maybe 2. But also, Ryan, you can watch it at home or on your smartphone or on the big screen TV, Southern Sports Network, on Android, iOS, Roku, Amazon Fire Stick. So you don't miss any of the action. Following Southern Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, X, the artist formerly known as Twitter, and TikTok for scores. All right, and I think we'll see if Blackiston can get us some more score updates. We'll try to give that between the quarter break. I think we'll stay with it tonight. Tonight, I know we've had all of our commercials run and stuff, but tonight with so much going on, we want to stay with it.
You know, I wonder right there. That's our 31 sweep. I wonder right there if it almost hangs out just a hair too long. If he can get it upfield just a little faster. You know what we got away from is that quick little pass with Coran. We were slipping him out of the backfield there for a minute, and maybe they adjusted because we've adjusted out of it. Looks like this is going to – I don't think we'll get this off. I think this is the end of the third quarter. But
4 seconds. I would let it run. Why not? 2, 1, and that's going to do it for the quarter. We'll stay with it. So Rodney Self took a guess. Herb's guess Magnet Cove. Let me read those out. Now, I was going to say I thought Rodney Self may have cheated because but he missed one, so I think maybe either he's a good cheater by saying I missed one or he got it right. But here is the 11 Panthers. Ashdown, Benton, Bigelow, Cabot, Clarksville. You said pronounce that Folk?
I don't know.
Fouk. Oh boy, right. The lights went out on us. Greenbrier, Magna Cove, Magnolia, Silent Springs, and Yellville Summit. Those are your 11. Now, the final question of the night. Well, it's kind of a 2-question part. Of these Panthers, which schools have Prairie Grove played?
Clarksville.
There's one.
For sure.
Yep.
I bet we've played Siloam Springs because of the vicinity.
That's 2.
How many have we played? Do you know?
Yeah.
Can you give me a number?
Yeah, we've played 3.
3. Okay. Clarksville.
4 meaning Heber Springs. 3
Heber
of
Springs the 4th.
Yeah. So the third you got. So Heber Springs. You guess Heber Springs, Siloam, and Clarksville. So there's one more.
I'm trying to go back to that list now. I was kind of halfway paying attention. 11 was too many schools for me.
I know. Yeah, that's Blackiston stuff. So
the 5 was good on the dog thing, but the 11, that's a lot.
That's a lot. We just said how many you could get, and you got a few. So
I got like 2.
There's the pass open and Laycock.
No, that's Stearman.
Was that Stearman?
That is.
Yeah, it was Stearman. And we get the first down. Hey, look at that.
And that's what I was thinking right there is we hadn't quite had that little outlet pass because they got everybody inside the box. You got to be able to open it up. And so there it is, just a little banana, but a quick little banana just to get to the sticks.
Ryan.
Kind of an ugly route, to be honest with you, but it worked really well.
Because I don't know the timing on there of the Nashville game, I do have it in front of me right now. It's 26-13, and Pokey has the ball.
Wow. Can I go with Yellville Summit as my last one?
That's a good – I actually thought they had. I had to go look at all my records. We have not played them. I'll check there is Coran. Stay in bounds. There you go. Still on his feet. Now he's going to go out around the –
That was tough running that time by Coran. He broke the tackle there and then went and got 2 more guys and had to be pushed out of bounds.
Going into the fourth quarter, we get an update from Mitchell Weaver saying it's Pocahontas with the ball, up 26-14.
I know that guy.
And also, Kay also guessed Yellville, Clarksville, and Peakley got it. I would have been surprised if he didn't. It was Ashdown.
Okay, they're 4A. That makes sense. Yep. That's why I was going with Yellville Summit, thinking that may have been in our conference at one point.
And Coran, he may have stopped him short. It's gonna be close.
That time our guard and our running back weren't on the same page. We were able to, it looked like we blocked out and ran out. And usually when you block out, you run in.
Their guy, he's not running the clock. And again, he's staying in bounds and the clock needs to be running. They haven't run it all night.
Well, and what it does is 10-second ran off the play clock, but none ran off the time clock.
They're not.
Now they're going to huddle here. It looks like the officials will huddle.
And this isn't the first time. And look, you and I are up in the box at Prairie Grove.
It's easier.
And but
being up in the box and judging someone, but you're going a different route here.
No,
we've seen the guys that run the clock.
Yeah, and I mean, look, Patrick does a fabulous job, and as great as he is, and he is one of the best. Every now and then, the officials aren't clear. You can't see them from the part of the field, and you err on the side that you believe. So while we are giving them a lot of junk,
well, what you do right here is you just reset the game clock and let us run that 10 seconds off. That would be the easiest thing to do. You got to reset it. You got to reset it to 25. Why are they leaving it at 9?
this is.
There he's doing it. He's telling them to. Now they did. Okay.
All right, and now you could run that. Now they're going to get it going. And now they've got it. Prairie Grove can run this down in about 11 minutes, third and about a yard. I think this will be a dose of Sugg right here to go right up the middle and get that first down. Boy, they got all they got. There it is. There was a big hole there before they even started.
They did a great job, offensive line, getting up there. Karan getting up there, getting a block. I mean, all 11, which really there's about 8 guys involved right there, but all 11 in that play right there made that happen and did a great job. Look at the pathway for Sugg.
All right. All right. After this play, I have one more up my sleeve tonight.
Goodness.
Yeah, this one's a good one though. If Pinkley gets this one, I will be shocked. I think this might be beyond.
He's sharper than he looks. I promise.
that's easy to be.
Great pursuit that
nice
time.
Job.
Is that number 7, backside linebacker?
Yeah, he did a great job.
He turns in and just fires off.
Dice Young, now he's not real big. He's 6'1". Well, he's 170. He's decent size.
That's not big for a DN, though.
Yeah.
Outside linebacker.
Rodney Self, he's calling me out. He said, no cheating. I just know Arkansas high school mascots. And he did a really nice job. Okay. Someone's your favorite student. I may have, some random hobo is your favorite student. So whoever that might be.
Good deal.
2nd down and 10 for the Tigers. Ball right around the 30. Here is Coran and Blake. Man, that was a nice job. He saw the hole was kind of blocked out there, so he kicked to the outside.
I really did think he had a cut lane that time because both linemen were blocking to the out, or blocking out so that he could run in, and he goes ahead and takes it outside. There must be good pursuit in there by Heber.
All right, so against those 4 Panthers we played, Heber Springs.
No, he missed the hole. No. That hole was wide open.
Oh, sorry. So on the last question, Heber Springs, we've played 4 of them. Heber Springs, Clarksville, Ashdown, and Siloam. What is our record against the Panthers? All Panthers combined. All right, 3rd down, and there is Sugg. Sugg pushing forward. It looks like he's going to have the first down, Ryan.
Wow. I like it. Okay, so the question was the record. You said we've played 3 of them.
4. We've had
Heber Springs. Four now. Well, we can't conclude this one.
Yep.
We can't include this one because the record's not there.
Right.
So you asked for the record against the 3.
Well, we played them too in 2008.
Oh, that's right. So
that's a loss. So that should help whoever's trying to do it. So Pinkley, I'm putting you on the spot here.
I'm trying to think. I bet we played Siloam more than once, I would think. But so I'm going to go with twice there, 1 there.
I know Pinkley's got some records to the 90s, but this kicks back to the 80s. So if he pulls this one out, and I think there may be somewhere.
I'm going to go with 1 and 5.
Yeah, this one may even go back as far as the
quick hit that time by Coran. Going to get a little bit, not a lot.
Well, look at that with Coran doing a good tackle in there. Number 14, Josiah Riggs is helping out. Prairie Grove's just bleeding this clock down 8 minutes and 30 seconds. And that stop on 4th down, Ryan. The Panthers, we do this a lot when Prairie Grove plays and we're down. They've hurt themselves tonight with mistakes. They've had a couple fumbles. One fumble is a 14-point swing for them. They were at the 8. They fumble. We drive the distance. And then they had another fumble. That time they had penalties that backed them up. And they ended up only 5 yards short. But they were short, and a lot of it's because of penalty. There's Sugg. Sugg's going to get about 6.
All right, so I just got an update from Alan Gardner. He said there used to be the Lepanto Panthers from where he grew up, but they are now part of East Poinsett County, and so they're not existing now. But they used to be the Lepanto Panthers.
We said now.
Oh, okay.
And so Alan Gardner, I'll still send you your basketball schedule, but that we give you half point for guessing someone in the past.
Hey, not all of us date back that far.
Hey, David Stevens, he was a 1 and 5. That's not a bad guess.
That's what I said, wasn't it?
Sugg close to the 10.
I don't think he got it.
If he's going to be a little bit short, it'll be 4th down.
Ooh. This is one of those where you could fake it to Sugg and slip Coran out of the backfield and do that quick little pass. But
Pinkley's right. Boy, there's some good guesses here. We played Clarksville a million times, but they were always scrimmages. We've only played Clarksville twice in a regular season game.
And when we beat them twice, see, I said 1 and 5, but that'd be 3 and
Yeah, we
5 maybe.
got 8 and 2, 10 and 3, 1 and 5. I'll give the answer after we see if we get a first down here, and then we'll wrap. That'll be the last of our trivia tonight.
One of our starting guards is on the sideline right now. That ain't good.
We're in the fourth quarter right here, Ryan. It's 6 minutes and 40 seconds, and Prairie Grove lets the clock run down, takes a timeout. So during the timeout, I will give the answer. Here's the answer. We are 3-10, and this is why. We beat Ashdown and 2 against Clarksville. We lost against Heber. We've played Siloam 9 times and never beat them. So that's
okay.
But
that's way more than I thought.
Yeah, but Siloam goes back 64, 74, 75, 83, 84, 85, 86, and 04 and 05. So it's been 20-plus years since
all
we played
those
them.
before the 02 and 05, I didn't think about. I'd have been decently close.
So back in those days, in the earlier, the 70s, 80s, having done a lot of research, we played, we'd play like Springdale B team. We would play Siloam. We would play some of these schools that really we probably wouldn't play that much today just because of the size.
Size difference.
Yeah. Well, it's fourth down in the yard, 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go.
All right, here we go. Fourth down.
And here goes. It's Sugg. He's got the first. Give him 6. Yes! Hey! Well,
another touchdown sponsored by PG Telco.
And it's a wonderful touchdown sponsored by PG Telco. Stretches that lead out 3 scores now with 6 minutes and 40 seconds. And definitely want to, count those chickens before they hatch. But Prairie Grove can.
It makes it tough playing against a team like us when we got a 3-score lead. I said 3-score, 2-score. Well, no, it's 3 now. No, it's 2. Still 2.
Okay.
No, it's a 3-score lead.
Yeah. All right, here is Stearman. He's going to get wrapped up. He's not going to make it. And it's going to be 28-7. Now, we respect all live streams across the state because, we do this and there's times you never know what you're going to end up with as far as we got a pretty good setup tonight other than we had to share with the coaches. And earlier we just had some technical things. But we don't have a time on this Scrappers and Nashville game, but Pottsville does have the ball, and we just, if we get, I'm going to ask Blackiston if Blackiston can listen close enough, see if he can get a time left in the game for us, because, boy, it's 26-13. Pokey has the ball, and
it's got to be in the fourth.
Yeah, it's in the fourth. Man,
5:49 left.
I want to host next week. I want to host.
Well, we all thought it was our last game at home.
Because this is what this is what I was thinking. I was thinking I've got to be in Stillwater, Oklahoma on Saturday.
You act like your kids have something going on. And grandkids.
Yeah, birthdays, they come. But I'm thinking I got to drive all the way there, then to St. Louis, and then to Louisville. And I'm like, gosh, that's going to be a lot of extra. But, man, if we could go from home next week, that would be fantastic. Come on, Pokey. We're pulling for you.
All right.
We love you, Nashville, but we're pulling for Pokey tonight.
The last time we played Nashville wasn't as fun, so.
We've had some good matchups with them over the years.
We have.
Okay, here comes Carrillo, who's done a fantastic job tonight. This one again, that one's probably going to go out of bounds, so they'll get it at 35.
I don't think it came off the way he wanted. I think he was trying to push it to that end zone corner, and instead it kind of came off weird and just went out of bounds. So they'll get it at 35. So
I just got something from our boy Hubbard. Hubbard says 7:30 left in the fourth. First down, Pocahontas on the Nashville 25, up by 13.
He just said 3rd and 5, 5:49 left. Pocahontas on the Nashville 20.
Oh, did he? Okay.
It just came through on mine. We used to have the Hubbard's halftime stats. Those are pretty cool. Now we got Hubbard's playoff updates.
So that's a big one. 6:34, and they're going to make Prairie Grove kick it again, which, the way he's kicked it tonight, that 5 extra yards, he still might be able to get it down to about the 10 or 15. And now, see, that's number, I think that's 18 there. The lady earlier, and I want to go back and catch her name because I don't want to call her just the Heber Springs person. If I can find her name again. Oh, Coach Bioset was watching as well, saying go Tigers, and that's going to drop. And that's Sugg. Did he touch it? Did he touch it? No, they're going to say he didn't. Coach Cameron and our superintendent trying.
That was Orr right there saying, dude, get off of me. They blew the whistle really late, which was odd. I wish they would have blown the whistle earlier. It allowed one of the Heber guys to stay engaged, and then they blew the whistle. Well, our guy stops. Their guy keeps going, so our guy kind of throws him off. And I hope that penalty doesn't go back on us when it's really the official's fault. So I'd rather just no whistle at all. Ooh, that was hard to see. Hey, is there mulligans in football? Can they just make him re-kick it and we'll see what happens? See what happens?
Let's see.
I don't think he touched it, guys.
Well,
if he did, it was just barely there at the end.
Illegal kick out of bounds against Prairie Grove. After the play, personal foul against Prairie Grove.
Yeah,
they did they called the personal foul on us. That was wrong. That is an official's fault right there. They did not blow the whistle. The ball's out of bounds, and their guy will let go of our guy, and he throws him off. That's the official's fault right there.
Well, be careful criticizing those officials.
That's their fault. You got to blow the whistle early.
Cameron will defend them.
It went out of. He wasn't watching, but they've got to blow the whistle earlier.
Cameron agrees with us on this one. So Sugg is going to field it at the 40. So they're going to get really good field position here.
That's a hold.
And they're going to get no hold, no anything, and they're going to get it down to the 38.
Number 20.
There's a
okay, there should be a flag. Number 20 tackle.
Maybe not. There's no
Broussard
flag.
To the ground.
No flag. I am having, I've scrolled back up as far as they let me up here on this chat. Maybe I can get this.
Tell them to just comment again.
I'm just trying to find.
Tell them to comment again. It'll be at the bottom.
Yeah, if you're watching.
Our Heber, one of our Heber listeners.
Yeah, if you can chime in again.
All right,
Alex Henry, Nacho's watching tonight.
Nacho.
All right, we're back at it. Here we go. 1st down and 10 for the Panthers, and it's complete. Dudak.
Good hit by Moss that time. East is going to get him down, but, man, if Moss had about 20 more pounds on him, he would punish people. Like, he hit so hard for his size.
Well, what's really interesting here, Ryan, and the Panthers are going quick, down to going to be about 6 minutes by the time they do it. Again, going with the freshman quarterback, and that's their guy. They're going to do down and up, and Lucius stays with him, and they're going to call a flag.
A face mask.
No, I think they got him around the neck. Now they want a face mask. I don't see one called. So
wow, we got away with murder there.
Let's see. I thought he got him around the neck. I really did.
It looked like he took his face off.
Let's see. I mean, we'll watch it. The play.
That was Stearman,
and it's going to be 3rd down and 10 now. Under 6 minutes to go.
There's Stearman inside linebacker. You see him blitz. Ooh. You can't tell. I can't tell.
Yeah.
Only Stearman knows. Now, the way that Heber reacted, I don't think that it was.
Okay, it's rolling to his right, throws, and he escapes Laycock, complete to number 4. Good job.
Play that time by your freshman quarterback.
I'm telling you, I'm impressed with this guy. Number 10, he is, again, that is Lane Bradley. I've been impressed with him all night. To come into a playoff game and be as effective, efficient as he has. The first time he threw to Dudak, he dropped it, if you remember. Yeah. Since then, Dudak's been the man for them as far as receivers. But that time, he did such a great job. He had a lot of pressure.
Well, that pump fake was beautiful, and then he just rolled right out of there.
But Lucius stayed with him on that. I don't know if you noticed that. Lucius stayed with the receiver on the,
I wasn't watching.
It was an out and up. Lucius stayed with him. And let's see.
They keep acting like we're going to back him up. What was the penalty?
So 4th down. It's 4th and about 5. 5:17 to go in the game. 5:15. The clock's running again now. And let's see. Prairie Grove almost jumped. They're trying to get us to jump with a slow count. I don't see a play clock anywhere. Where is that?
Not on that side. It's on the others. I can't find it on this side.
And it's complete to Dudak, and he breaks away. And Stearman's going to track him. No, he's not.
Oh, wow.
Wow, he finally gets down.
I don't see how you're not getting the ball in that guy's hands every time.
That time for Prairie Grove, the tackle was fine. Stearman had him, but so did Tate Bradley. But now 4:55 to go. Heber's trying to get it in the end zone. Will definitely be trying an onside kick. Heber, the keep, and
I think we stopped him.
He didn't make it. So that clock will keep running, and every second becomes precious for Heber. Yeah, because if they score and do get an onside kick, they're in it.
Right.
But the clock keeps running. They have, according to on the scoreboard, they have all 3 timeouts. High snap, throws, and incomplete. Wow.
That was Castaneda that time on the defense. Let's look at that one again.
Boy, that was a good job.
A great job, though we don't have it.
420
Good coverage that time. Giovanni.
4:26 to go. Prairie Grove up 28-7. And let's see. I had Chris said it was. It's now 32-13, 2:40 left. Pocahontas is either coming to Heber Springs or Prairie Grove next week. There's the give, and we stopped him again. Wow, the clock continues to run. Great job.
It's 4th down now. 4th down and 3.
Stearman and Belser, both of those guys are in there, Ryan. 4:15, 4:13. The
Maybe
clock.
the 2. 4th and goal from the 2.
4th and goal from the 2. They lost a yard then. Yeah. So it's a 4th down. 4 minutes to go in the game, and we're okay. I mean, what I'm saying is, even if they score, they burned it. They burned an extra minute, and now, and it's going to be a pass, and he's in the end zone, touchdown.
Man, it's like we had guys there and we got a hold of it. We just didn't. Let's do that again. I mean, he's impressive.
Like I said, when I first saw him drop one tonight, I said, "Oh, see that?" But man, that was great concentration on his part. Nice relaxation there,
and he fought 2 guys off.
You know, here it comes. And when I said relax, I mean the quarterback. Like I said all night, Lane Bradley was just so relaxed. Extra point now on the way by number 17, Golden Tate. Kick is up in the air out of the hold of Owen Norton.
Right into that fancy scoreboard.
Well, with 3:51, it's 28-14. I believe an onside kick's coming here, Ryan.
I do too. They're going to need it, so we got to get our hands screwed out. I'd like to see, I like seeing Jackson Murphy, Ryder Cobb, Eli Absher, those guys that have been doing it all year. Leon's out there, like those guys that have been catching balls all year. Get them out there. Maybe a senior or two, even if you need. Like, who wants to risk life and limb to make sure we get this ball?
Warren leading Gentry 42-14. There's been a fly in here all night right in front of us, Ryan, and I've been debating whether I will let him live.
Oh, he's living. I killed the wasps already.
Yeah, so
we're going to put Pearson. See, I like that. I like get a couple seniors in there, on that front line, on that second line. Like I said, are you willing to risk life and limb?
Man, Nacho's talking about how much he misses us up here. Nacho, anytime you want to come join us for a game, come on up. Got his, he sold, him and his dad sold their business. He's got a fencing business now.
Right.
And here is, it's not going to go 10.
Let it go.
Let it go. So Prairie Grove, it didn't go 10. Now the clock. We've got it. Now they're going to have to start using some timeouts. And because we can run every play 40 seconds.
Yes.
Or, 37, 30 seconds. Yeah. If you'll just wait till the clock goes
Even if you don't play it perfectly and you run 30 seconds off every time.
Okay. I finally found the play.
This is the one I've seen. I can't find
There's got to be one
side.
against that building over there.
It's probably behind that pole, and we just can't see it.
Yeah. Because all night I've been looking for the
by law, by the rules, have one on both sides. Yeah.
By law. Oh, man. Well, now Prairie Grove just wants to burn this clock down up by 14 with 3:51. And I think some of the bigger surprises, because, if you look and you watch, look at Fearless and stuff, Prairie Grove wasn't picked to win. I'm sure Pokey, I'd be surprised if anybody had Pokey.
I'm surprised Prairie Grove wasn't picked to win. I thought this was kind of a toss-up. If you look, they're a good passing team. We're not a good pass defense. We're a great running team. They're not a great run defense. This is kind of like the Gentry matchup to me. They're a little undersized, and they have the opposite strengths as us.
Well, that was a run right there by Pierce. And
the difference is them being home. I think maybe that helped.
Was that Pierce? Maybe not.
No, I think that was Sugg.
It was Sugg. Okay. 2nd down and 2 for Prairie Grove. 3:24 now to go in the game. Just a little bit more to go here, Ryan, and we'll have something that we didn't expect, and that was to broadcast another game from home this year.
That part's true. And not because we didn't think we'd win. We didn't think that Pokey would win.
And there's the give, and man, look at him churn! Look at him go! Give! him 6, and I think he takes the lead at 18 now.
I think he did, yeah.
No, we got a pass completion. How many touchdowns? We got to.
He hit one on the pass.
Oh, did he? Okay.
But, I mean, maybe that was rushing scores instead of all scores. So he might have just tied it up for rushing scores.
All right. So now Carrillo's going to kick the extra point, 34-14. It's looking like Prairie Grove's going to come out of here with. Wow.
I don't know if that was any good. No good.
No good, but Carrillo's down.
Oh, yeah, he did have a receiving. That's his second receiving touchdown on the year, but now he tied it back up. Oh, no, I was looking at the wrong. Yeah, it's his second receiving, and then he tied up the rushing.
Well, he didn't get the receiving touchdown. That was Laycock.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So, regardless, Prairie Grove now up 34-14, 3:01, 3-score lead. That means they got to score at least one a minute. That means they will have to score fast and get 2 onside kicks.
We got our
tall
freshman
order
kicker in. Rigo. He forgot the ball. He got the tee, but he forgot the ball.
Number 65, Rigo. Do you know how to say that last name? Gutierrez.
That's what I say. I don't know if it's right.
Oh, it sounded good. It sounded good.
Not very often I sound good.
Well, Tigers may get that 4th win against the Panther and even it up the series record against Heber Springs. 34-14, 3:01 to go. There's the kick. Bounces and fielded at about the 13-yard line. Here comes Sugg, and he's going to get tackled about the 35.
Number 3 that time was on the tackle.
That is Blaine Jones.
And number 4, Aiden East.
So Jones gets it 2:56, and our coaches are feeling pretty good because they have left the building.
With what we run, it's tough. Like, it'd take a miracle.
I'm looking at this now. I'm back on, and it's 32-13, and Pocahontas has the ball inside the 10. There's the pass complete. Bingo! But he gets away. Boy, Coran almost got him, but the clock's going to run unless they have to stop it.
Blake went a little high right there. Blake, I know you're a big feller, but you got to get legs right there, or you got to bring the wood, one or the other.
Stone Slayton's not small either. Their guy that caught it,
no.
5'10", 185. But
Blake kind of like, do I want to kill him? Do I want to wrap up? Do I go for the legs? Like, he just got in between everything. I got to commit to one way and go.
It's 2:25 to go in the game. And quick drop and throws. He's hit as he's thrown. Oh, they're going to call a flag for that. Yeah.
You got to.
Yeah, you got to turn on that. Yep.
You'd have picked it off. It was just floating in the air.
Uh-oh. Oh, Coach Absher. Coach Absher. Don't see Danny get out that far on the field very often, but you know something? Hey. Well, here's the thing.
Let's watch it back.
I mean,
we are.
I think here. Actually, yes.
Oh no, that's a fair ball. That's the same time. That's fair. That was not pass interference.
Let me ask Cameron. What do you think, Cameron? Rules expert.
Did the ball and the player get there at the same time?
Same time? You know, they would say, we'll go to Matt Osted, SEC official. We'll go to our guy. Cameron says no. I thought that.
They got there at the same time. And now, when it was live, I thought we got it. I thought it was pass interference because he didn't turn. But when you watch back the replay right there, they got there at the same time.
So 2:17 to go. Going to the end zone. That one's going to be too far. Intended for number 14. Josiah Riggs.
Lucius with pretty good coverage that time. You know, that ball kept traveling. He had to throw it pretty much out of bounds. Good job by Lucius that time.
Second down and 10 for the Panthers. 2 minutes and 12 seconds to go Everybody on here saying a bad call. Gentry trailing 42-23, and the game's over. Mitchell Weaver has reported that Pocahontas, the Redskins, win it 32-13.
Oh, he broke away. Fisher had him, but.
Oh, and he's going to turn up, and he stays on his feet. Finally brought down. Who got him over there, Ryan?
Looks like Fisher and Pierce.
Prairie Grove's got to be careful here, Ryan, because we said they had to score a touchdown a minute. That's been about a minute now, and the clock's running. They still have all their timeouts, 157, 158. Down to 150 now.
I like what they're doing.
I said 157, 158. I was going the back at 156.
See what they're doing with Dudette? They're guarding with one, and then they switch, and they're guarding with one up tight and one over the top.
And they're going to go to the corner. He throws it away, and incomplete.
So really, if you got double coverage on one guy, you got to be able to find a way to get the ball to someone else. Did the clock move that time?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it's down to 138. I was counting backwards a while ago, but nonetheless, 138 to go. Prairie Grove, it's second down. Quick pass, complete. And the big man, and good job.
Brand learned that time. He said, I just got your legs. I'll hold you up, and we'll let East come finish you off. Tackle in bounds. Tick, 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 tick.
Noah Ingholm was the receiver. Blake Coran, and he got some help after that. Was that East back there that helped him? Or?
Yes.
Okay, 114, 113, clock running against the Panthers. And it's going to be a give. They got him back there. It's going to be fourth down.
32. That's Orr. The freshman comes in and makes the tackle in the backfield.
Corbin was in there with him, Stearman.
What position was he playing? If we can replay that back, is he at nose tackle?
No, he's at a guard there, or defensive tackle.
He was at end. Yeah, defensive tackle. So we run a nose and two tackles. He's at defensive end, defensive tackle.
And now the quarterback scrambling, looking, throws. That's going to be too far, and that's going to do it. Prairie Grove is going to walk out of Heber Springs for the second year in a row. We're going to win 2 road playoff games.
We're going to win 2 years in a row.
Yes.
Did
I say win?
Yeah, you did. It was just weird the way you said it. Almost said it like we're winning 2.
Yeah.
But no, we're going to win. But the cool thing is we get a home playoff game after being third. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, nice tackle. Elkins beats Forest City 52-14. Conference, not too bad tonight. The top 3 seeds, Elkins, Gravett, Prairie Grove are going to advance. And now
they all played teams from this conference, right?
I believe so. And here we go. Going to take a knee here.
Is that right, Cam? I know you got all the graphics. No, because he's trying to fight.
Yeah, I think we did. Warren, that's it.
Well, 32 because Forest City's out of this conference. That's who Elkins beat. And then CAC's out of this conference, and that's who Gravett beat.
And then Gentry lost to someone from the 4th.
Right, so that's another
conference. Yeah.
I mean, another division.
There we go. They're not going to stop the clock. That's going to do it. Well, congratulations to Heber Springs on a great season for them. You know, they were able to make it here to the playoffs. But let's congratulate the Tigers who come in here and win for the second year in a row a road playoff game. There was a lot of great action here tonight. Before we go, I want to say a couple of nice things about Heber Springs. One, their quarterback Lane Bradley came in after like the first series and was fantastic. He's a freshman. And then number 6, Seth Dudak.
He's a dude.
He was a
Dudak
dude tonight.
Is a dude.
Yep. Well, and for the Tigers, you know, the bread and butter, the Sugg-Coran combination. Moss threw the ball well tonight when he had to throw it. Guy stepped up on defense, Corbin.
Our defense did a great job tonight. We struggled against the pass, and they picked on us a little bit. But, I mean, in the end, we only gave up 2 scores, and we caused a couple turnovers. That's a big deal for defense, especially in the playoffs.
All right, well, we are going to say goodbye for tonight, but if you want to stay with us and just get caught up on a few things in the brackets and all that, Stephen Blackenston of Southern Sports Network, he's going to jump on. We'll give him the mic here. We'll see you guys from Prairie Grove next week as the Tigers will face the Pocahontas Redskins. I'm going to turn it over to Steve Blackenston. You guys have a great night, and here is Steve.
Hey guys, welcome back into the post-game studio. The Tigers winners on the road for the second straight year in the first round of the 4A playoffs. We'll get you some scores from around the 4A. Of course, our final here again, 34-14. The Tigers victorious over the Heber Springs Panthers. There's a handful of games that have already been settled. Our bracket, for the most part, is set up for the second round. And like the legendary voice of the Tigers, Lynn Gregson, mentioned, Tigers going to be headed back home for a second round game. The Tigers not done with Tiger Stadium this year as they head back over to their sideline. We take a look at the updated bracket. So down in the bottom corner you find your Tigers, the 3 seed out of the 4A1 this year. They win 34-14. They're going to get a date with destiny against the Pocahontas Redskins. They knock off the biggest upset of the night. They knock off the Nashville Scrappers, the winners of the 4A7 this year, 32-13 in their own place. The Warren Lumberjacks knock off the Gentry Pioneers 42-23. So the second round, you'll see Gosnell take on Warren. Should be a great game. Pocahontas will be in PG for round number 2. We can take a quick look around the other bracket. We don't have updated scores for these, but just want to run you through them as we start in the top left side of the 4A bracket. Stuttgart, of course, the Ricebirds, they got the bye. They're going to be they are going to be taking on the Blytheville Chickashays. They win 42-27 tonight over the Pottsville Apaches. Mills and Helena West Helena, for those not watching that game, this is another one in upset category. Mills was the winner of this conference. They trail in the fourth quarter, 26-21 to Helena West Helena. Helena West Helena, the 5 out of the 4A8. Further down the bracket, Bauxite and Ozark, they're in a barroom brawl, 28-26. The Miners lead the Hillbillies in the third. As we take a look further down the bracket in the bottom left corner, Elkins up 42-0 over Forest City as they look to extend their playoff run once more. Southside took care of business against the Huntsville Eagles, 42-0. As Southside will take on, more than likely, the Elkins Elks. Don't have a final for Elkins, but we're getting there. We also have a final. Arkadelphia knocks off the Highland Rebels 44-6. They're going to be taking on Clinton in the second round as the Yellow Jackets knock off Fountain Lake 62-26. That one, quite the offensive output tonight. And lastly, we'll take a look at the final quadrant. The Dardanelle Sand Lizards knock off the Malvern Leopards 56-14. They're going to be headed to round number 2. For a date with the Hamburg Lions, they knock off the Mena Bearcats 42-7. Hamburg not done with their season. They lost the last game of the year against Stuttgart, but they're looking to keep their season going. And the last two of the night, Monticello don't have a score update, but do see that they are leading in that game. That's the update I have for you. The Billies looking to take on the Gravette Lions as Gravette knock off CAC to get to the second round for the first time in quite some while. So of the 5 teams that came out of the 1-4A this year, 3 continue to dance. That will do it for us here on the Southern Sports Network and PG Tigers Online. Thank you for joining us. We'll have more Tiger football for you next week, 6:45, the kickoff show. Tuesday night, the hardball or roundball Tigers on the hardwood will take on Ozark Catholic. Join us for the girls' game tips at 6 or so. But again, Tigers of Prairie Grove will take on the Pocahontas Redskins a week from today. Thanks for joining us and have a good night.